But that's the thing. Why, if a dude say, all right, you know, the lady meet a guy and they say that they, whatever, and the dude be like, nah, I'm not ready for the baby or no shit like that, right? So then the woman's response is, well, you don't gotta be around, fuck you, or not fuck you, because you don't gotta be around. I'm gonna take care of the baby. Me and my baby gonna be fine. Don't worry about us, right? Now, after they say that, somewhere down the line, then they want to take you to court for child support. They want to, yes, I'm doing the verses. They want to take you to court for child support and different other things. That's what I'm asking. Why they do that? Rematch.
Shit,
Not why. I'm not asking you why they do it. I'm asking you, do you know or do you believe? You know what I mean? Do you have any type of inclination on why they do that shit?
I always think it's a emotional or spiteful thing. Like, you know, they being emotional or they being spiteful. One question is based off of what we're talking about, right? Would you consider that a deadbeat father?
No.
And I'm glad that you said that, because that aligns with my perception of a deadbeat father is a person who willingly fathers a child and then doesn't take care of it. To me, that's a deadbeat dad.
Say it again.
The person that tells you don't want a kid, and from the time that you decide on your own to bear this child, and he tells you he's not taking care of it, I don't think he's a deadbeat. Yes, some people might not look at as he's not a responsible man, but that's not a deadbeat.
Let me tell you this. Why isn't he a responsible man? Or let me ask you this.
Because I look at it like this. When it comes to having a child, like, look at it in the logical standpoint. There's no way of being 100% sure you don't have a child outside of not having sex. Even when you wear a condom, even when a woman is on birth control, it's never 100%, it's always 99 point something. So there's always a slight percentage. So I say this, when two people have sex, y'all know it's a possibility that a child is going to happen. So as a man, when you choose to fuck her, you accepting the possibility that a child might come out of it, no matter the precautions that you take. As a woman, I feel like it's the same thing. So let's say a child comes out of it. Now two people have the decision to make. As a man, they say if this woman keep this child, you're supposed to take care of your responsibility because it's 50-50.
They say as a man, you're supposed to do what?
They say, and I'm not even going to say they say as a man, as two people that put in on something, whether you want to deal with the responsibility of it, it took two of y'all to create it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, perfect example. Me and my daughter, mom didn't plan on having a child together. It's quite ironic that we had a child together because in the process of getting to know each other, she got to know me. And once she got to know the side of my life, she was like, yo, we're so different. I could never see us being in a relationship, let alone having a kid together. So as I said, I accepted the fact that a child might come out of me and her laying together because that's just the ratio of it. But I never expected her to get pregnant and just choosing to keep it. With everything that I know, even if in the way my standpoint is, even if I said, because I told her, in reality, I wasn't ready for a kid.
Right.
But she chose to have it. Me, I have a different perception. That's my child. I have a responsibility to that child. You don't have a responsibility to that person. You have a responsibility to that child.
Right. So even me, like when all the mothers of my children forced me into fatherhood, right? I had sex with them. They got pregnant. They weren't getting abortions. I told them that I wasn't ready for that commitment. You know what I mean? At that point in time, I wasn't ready. Let's get an abortion. They know, fuck you, you don't gotta be around, I'm keeping my baby and all of that type of stuff, right? Me as a man, growing up in the circumstances that I grew up in, I refuse to bear these children and not be their father. That's what I'm not going to do. Shout out to that, right? Now, had I been a nut ass boy and not been around, would I have been wrong? No, because they gave me the option to be there or not. If I would have took the option not to be there, a lot of people would have made me a nut ass nigga, not understanding that I had told them that I didn't want children, and they still went through with it. So as a man, you gotta respect me because I was given the option to step off, and I'm here, I'm there, as a man and then a father. But I mean, I don't really. I mean, to each his own though, man. Like I just be like, I feel for the dudes that the women out here railroading. Like if a dude said, I don't want this kid, and a woman still kept the kid, saying, fuck you, we don't need you, we ain't gonna need no help, none of that. I feel like they shouldn't go to child support or nothing. It shouldn't. That you should stand on what you said. And a lot of women won't say that they said that.
A lot of women, definitely. That's just, but that goes back to emotion, bro. This is something that people say when they emotional, and especially depending on how the situation stacks or how the situation ends up happening, they definitely don't want you to mention that because then you're shit for bringing up something that they said. They're not shit for saying it. You're shit for bringing it up.
Yeah, that's a fact. And I don't understand that, man. Like, I really don't. That shit really bothers me because it's like, you hear this shit out here, but when you see it, like, I mean, I'm a victim of it. You know what I mean? I could have been like, man, fuck them kids, and been a nut ass nigga and stepped off and had everybody talking bad about he just out here making kids and all that. But ain't there one of them gonna say that I told them that I wasn't ready to have children, and they all told me, fuck you, I'm having these babies. Right or wrong?
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this: you got a bucket list?
As far as what?
Do you have a bucket list?
I have a bucket list as far as like places that I want to go.
Before you die?
Yeah.
It's just places on there?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So what's at the top?
Shit, I don't
Shit, I don't even know.
So this is the thing. This why I don't know is because I made the list last year.
You actually made a bucket list? Like you got it written down?
Yeah, it's in my phone. I made the list last year. The reason why I made it is because I want to get my passport this year, and it's all places that I need a passport to go to. So I set a certain number of lists. Like I try to make it reasonable. I think it's like 20, 25 places. And as I said, before I die, because we never know when we're going to die, but my checklist is to knock it off within 10 to 15 years.
Mm. And how many things is on this bucket list?
Like 25 or 30 places.
25, 30.
Some of the places is in the same
vicinity.
Yeah.
So, for me, number one is I want to do it in a year's time though. I want to so I got a lot of the states covered already. That I'm not even including that. I started all over fresh when I went to Puerto Rico. I wanna go to every state in the United States. Shout out to Dot. What's up, Dot? I want to visit every state in the United States.
I know somebody that did that in less than a year.
You can do it in like, I mean, you gotta figure, bro. In a weekend, I could go to New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut. You know what I mean? Then if we're gonna go south, I could hit Maryland, DC, and Virginia in a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I want to do it to the point where I really get to experience how it is there. You know what I'm saying?
The person that I know that did it, they was a photographer, and I think they just went there and took places, like stayed 1 or 2 nights, took pictures of a million things. Yo, we good with that.
Yeah, no, I want to go to like I want to go to Montana camping and see a mountain lion. I want to go to Arizona and see a scorpion.
So yeah, now that you say bucket list and you mention shit like that, it's shit that I want to check off as experience wise that I want to do. I want to go camping. I want to go fishing. I want to do a lot of shit that's we from the city that's not in our normal shit.
Right. And that's where I'm at with it, man. I just want to experience life in general, right? So it's like when I went to Minnesota and got to see the Mall, not a lot of people can say they've been to the Mall of America. You know what I mean? Where they got the roller coaster in the mall. Not a lot of people can say they experienced that. They can say that, but they can't say that they've been to Cancun and Jamaica and all that. But I just don't feel like if I don't explore my own country, then I ain't doing nothing. I want to see what every city like I want to go to Arkansas, see what it's like in Little Rock, Arkansas. I want to go to Colorado. I want to go to New Mexico. I want to go, like I said, I want to go to Montana, Wyoming, all those type of places. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just, that's what I'm on, and that's on my bucket list. And anything else outside of that is just like goals. Like, you know what I mean? And then you gotta think like it's 50 states, right? And then there's 14 United States territories, aka quote unquote islands, that we can travel to without a passport. You feel me? So before I want to go to all these other different places like Guam, I gotta go to Guam, bro. I heard it was beautiful in Guam. I gotta do St. Thomas.
To places like Hawaii.
Huh?
Do you gotta take a cruise to places like Hawaii?
No. You could just fly to Hawaii. My folks live down. Well, my folks, his folks live down there. His mom and his sister live down there. That gotta be dope. That has to be dope. To live in Hawaii, bruh. Like
that's one thing. Like a lot of my places on my list, bro, it's culture based. Like, yeah,
Me
I want
too.
to experience a lot of shit, but I want to experience a lot of culture.
Me too. Just like what's that place? North Dakota. Like it don't even gotta be North Dakota. I wanna go to a reservation. I wanna be on a reservation, see how the life is on a reservation. You know what I'm saying? See, cause they got their own laws and all that type of stuff. I wanna go to a motherfucking powwow or whatever it's called. I wanna do those type of things.
I mean, not to shallow down the conversation, but this is one thing we never think of too. Like, bro, the type of women that we put at a 10 over here in America that probably wouldn't give us no attention. We go over there and see women that's a 10 and they look at us like we a 10. Like that should be amazing.
It's a breath of fresh air. That's all it is. Something new. Everybody can use something new. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's just like, I know when I travel outside of Philadelphia, everywhere I go, I'm good in any hood. You feel me? So I really enjoy being able to have those freedoms and that confidence that I could go to Chicago and walk around and it don't be on those. The only thing, when I went to LA, I really take the gangbanging shit extra serious now that I went there. And like the first time I went, it wasn't me. Like, you know what I mean? We went and it was different. The second time that I went, it was just me and my baby mom. So like it's really dangerous. Like you could really be walking down the street and a nigga pull up on you like, what's cracking? You feel me? Niggas will tell you like, yo, bro, you might wanna take that shirt off, man, cause you know you in such and such a hood and it goes down like this out here. You know what I mean? Or, you know, after a certain time, you need to take heed to when the niggas say, bro, after a certain time, you know, you want to be in this place and not this place. You know what I'm saying?
Especially down there.
Bro, I'm not going nowhere. When I went to LA, we stayed in the bougie parts when it was nighttime. But in the daytime, I was in the trenches. Ain't no question. Ain't no question.
That's one thing. Like, and that's why I don't know if you was in here when I was talking to somebody about the difference between Jersey and Philly. Like how Jersey is more tourist spot for Philly people, and then how if they got to come over here and you gotta move different. And I'm not saying it wouldn't be vice versa. It's just that Philly, when you go to certain places, you go to certain spots for those reasons.
Right.
If you go to Jamaica, you might be one of them people that want to go to the hood spots because that's because what you hear about them. Same with Chicago. But if you go to a place like fucking Mexico, you is not going to the hood spots. And then even if you do, you gotta be accompanied by motherfuckers from those hood spots in Mexico. So that's why I'm like, people don't realize when you go to different places, you gotta stay in certain lanes. And if you don't, you gotta be accompanied by certain people.
The thing is, we don't have to deal with that in America for real. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's, you know, what's the odds of me, a nigga coming to Philly and some niggas kidnapping them?
Not too slim.
Shit. For what? This some real shit, bro. Keep it a bean. You ain't heard one on what?
It depends.
On what?
Not too slim.
Oh, like, nah, bro. Bro, like, in comparison to what we talking about, you got a far more greater chance in another country than you do in America. For sure.
But look, I'm about to give you a perfect example why I don't think. The boy Double R, you know he from Philly, right? The Puerto Rican boy that got killed in Puerto Rico. He was Lee Ford's manager. They say he got killed because Kensington's beef that he had in Kensington, you know, made it over there. So that's what I mean. Just because you in America, like, especially Philly, bro, if a Philly if a Philly motherfucker could get you lined in Puerto Rico, then why won't a Philly motherfucker kidnap you if you come to Philly and you got something that he wants?
Well, first of all that shit is just speculation. We don't know what really happened with that, right? We just know what the streets are saying. Now, here's the thing. I'm a Philly nigga that could get you touched in Puerto Rico. We have strong Puerto Rican ties, and by him being Puerto Rican alone, you understand what I'm saying? It's different. Now,
you just now saying that I'm here, Dot? What's up, Dot?
how many instances have you heard of that though? Where a nigga from Atlanta came to Philly and got kidnapped, or a nigga from
I don't know,
New York came to Philly and got kidnapped? Just a random.
Yeah. Like, hold on. A person coming to Philly getting kidnapped? No, but nigga, there's motherfuckers in Philly that get kidnapped every day.
No, we're not tripping about that. No. I'm saying at the magnet, you can just go to Mexico. Me and you can get on a flight to Mexico and be walking down any street in Mexico and get grabbed. Versus we could get off of any flight in Maine and walk down any street in Maine. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's more likely to happen in those type of countries than it is here. So I'm more comfortable going to Chicago than I am going to Mexico. I'm more comfortable going to LA than I am going to Jamaica. I'm more comfortable going to Puerto Rico. It's not liable to happen like it will in Mexico. Bro, them niggas is savages down there, bro. Did you see how they did it?
I'm not denying the savagery, but I'm saying, bro, it's all right. Yeah.
I don't care if you're tired of typing, Dot. You talking about open up. So who going in their live, Dot? Tell me that.
It seemed like everybody in your live anyway, so I'm about to slide over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna end my live. Nah, we gonna come over there. I'm gonna end my live. Imagine that. This nigga's delirious.
Yo, he did the same shit.
I'm not even letting him in. It's cool because he's not gonna get in. He gonna have to still type anyway, or go live so I can verse you.
He gonna say you only got 4 people. He did that shit last time. Then he was like, "No, you got 31. I got 4."
Nah, I'm cool. I ain't really tripping about that shit. That's cool. Well, I'm staying live. What the fuck is you talking about? Well, go to J Live then. Fuck is you talking about? I'm gonna be over here talking about what I was talking about, and then you stay over there and then you talk about that shit with Jay. Fuck is you talking about?
No, you not. You and Ledge Live. All y'all blue.
This niggas is delirious, but this is why you can't. This is why I can't never get a. Listen, this is why I can't never get an episode off. I be trying to ignore this nigga, but this is why I can never. Honey, you definitely not getting in. You have no right to say anything pertaining to this conversation at all. I'm not letting you in at all. I'm sorry. When we get to the next conversation, then the next topic, I'll let you in. Cause she just don't know how to understand and just state her opinion and don't feel attacked when someone feels differently. I'm sorry. Then he said, open the box, Jay. All right, well, when Jay ended, then y'all open the box. Then. But anyways,
listen,
them Mexican niggas don't be playing no gizzles, bro. I'm telling you, bro, that shit different. Them third world countries, that's like a nigga going to fucking Somalia, bro. You know Somalia is where the pirates at, right?
Yeah.
So.
And hold on, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say the key word that I was missing that she was saying was you was just comparing the overall. You're not saying it's not likely to happen if a nigga come here. You just saying in comparison to Mexico.
So yeah, right, right.
So you're absolutely right. Just
I'm
like Jamaica, all of them.
Bro, they gonna cut your motherfucking arm off for $20 in Jamaica, nigga. Oh bullshit.
So you got a nice watch. We ain't taking that shit off. We taking the arm with
the whole arm. You ever take the butt and left the what? Do you think you could survive in a third world country?
All right, so, and it's funny because we say this shit all the time. We always say if you grew up in Philly, you can survive anywhere. But I don't know, man. It depends. Wait. I was saying this with my homie. Jamaica, maybe.
I'm not gonna make it.
Huh?
I'm not gonna make it. Just to get accustomed to their lifestyle is too much.
No, and that's all right. So that's one thing I was about to say now. At the age that I am, to gain the savagery that they grow up with, maybe not. But what I mean by if I grow up with the intellect that we have in the States, with the savagery that they have, then maybe so.
You're growing up with everything you have here, just there. As far as intellect and know-how and all that is. All right. Prime example, a lot of those places have seen wars.
That's why I say the savagery. Like they're savage. Bro, we're talking about citizens, right? At the point where they walk outside and see this shit. Just like the video in Mexico I just seen where you said...
You seen it?
Bro, that shit was right in public.
Right there.
Watching that shit transpire.
Everyone.
I'm gonna end this joint and I'm gonna slide to your live.
Yo, you
want to keep it in the verses or you want me come in the box?
Nah, it's cool. I'll let you in the box, bro. But the rest of them cats, they ain't getting there. Niggas don't be having nothing to talk about.
See, y'all be... Yeah, we back in here.
Watch this. Watch this. Just watch. Just
Oh,
watch,
man,
y'all.
try to switch the fucking
No.
topic.
Just watch. Just watch. Don't worry about it. My hate. See, one thing about me, I'll exit a nigga fast.
Look, that should just be crazy though with them third world countries and how they
That ain't what we was talking about, Doc.
Yes, that is.
No, it's not.
About the crown.
We're talking about why do you believe women keep kids when the man specifically says he doesn't want them?
Wait,
let's go back to this. This was the initial topic. So yeah, let's go back to this since we got some people in the room. We got men and women in the room.
Hey, I told you, I think that's corny as shit.
I ain't asked you if you thought it was.
Feel that way, but we saying why do you think?
Well, why do I think that they do it?
Yeah, why do you think women keep children? When a man says, a woman gets pregnant and the man says, I'm not ready for a kid, why do you think they keep the kid and then complain when the man not being a father?
Because they be wanting it for their own selfish reasons, because the female already feel attached to the baby. And I don't get me mad, but like I tell them like this, y'all don't even know the baby like that, like for real. So how can y'all be so attached? No, not to be rude, but it's real actuality. Y'all didn't grow with this motherfucker for a year or two. You just knew him for 2 weeks. Delete it. Fuck. How y'all gonna force a baby on the nigga and then turn around and call him a deadbeat? That's what I don't get.
That's what I'm asking. I didn't want to use the word force and all of that, you know, just being politically correct as I could be, right? But that's essentially what it is. And then call a nigga a deadbeat. How?
Then they always tell us we can't tell them what to do with their body. I don't get it. I'm lost.
So, hold on. This opens up something, right? Because this goes because me and him already said what we believe a deadbeat is. We don't believe a man that gets put in that situation is a deadbeat because everyone has a choice.
You can't be a deadbeat.
We do believe that based off of how everyone believes what you should do and for the benefit of the baby, it's a sucker ass move. But we're not going to say you're a deadbeat because in our perception, a deadbeat is a person that misleads you that he wants a kid and then doesn't take care of. So this is one thing. This is why I wanted to reiterate that to open up this. You have women that says a man can't tell a woman how to be a woman. But at that same time, a woman would try to just tell us what we said isn't a deadbeat. But that's trying to tell a man how to be a man, is it not?
It is, and then it's because they have that alliance, right? That this narrative has been pushed out here. A lot of them just want to add to it, just because that's the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying? The easiest thing to do is just go with the flow. The hardest thing to do is go against the grain and be able to defend it.
What I've been seeing in the young people when they do it is...
What you need me to unpack, Jay?
Oh, she said she lost on the statement.
What statement?
I just felt hot, so I need to...
Oh, break it down.
She lost on.
Which statement?
The way what I said, that's trying to tell a man how to be a man.
It's essentially that's what you're trying to do.
All right, so if that's what you're saying, then this is how I believe that's trying to tell a man how to be a man. Because when you tell a man that you're pregnant and he tell you to get an abortion, you say it's my body, it's my choice. Most women believe that. It's a woman's body, it's a woman's choice. So if a man pushes you to get an abortion, in a way, kind of say he's taking away your choice, therefore he's taking away your woman's right. He's taking away your womanhood. Is that not the same when a woman has a kid, when a man say he tells you he doesn't want a kid, but then you label that a deadbeat? Is that not the same way?
The thing is, That's why I feel for guys, right? Because women do a lot of stuff out of spite. So I feel for guys. Like, I know a deadbeat. I know the difference between a deadbeat and a nigga that just had enough. Real shit. Like, you be like, bitch. Like, nah, because you be like, listen, bitch, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told you I didn't want no fucking baby, bro. Why you giving me all this trouble if I told you I didn't want the kid?
It just blacked out finally, like, and just snapped. Like, I still was taking care of the nigga. Like,
So hold on, let's go back to we gotta reiterate this too. So in reality, this is my perception on it. Even if you take the proper precautions, there's no 100% way that you're not going to have a kid outside of not having sex. Whether any birth control is 99.9, so there's always a slight percentage. So once y'all make that choice as a man and a woman, y'all kind of subconsciously agreeing that if a kid comes out of this, somebody's going to do something. Most people don't have that conversation. That's where the disagreement, and that's where y'all beliefs, like y'all have different beliefs, and then emotions get involved, and that's where we say it becomes being spiteful. Because if you have these type of conversation with a man beforehand, and he tell you, if you get pregnant, I'm not ready for a kid, and you still choose to do what we're saying, you have that right. But to call him a deadbeat is kind of confusing.
Let me really quick. I don't mean to cut you off. Let me just say this. Why the fuck is it the man's responsibility to take the proper precautionary measures? What the fuck is this? What is this here? Why the fuck you ain't take the proper precautionary measures as a woman? I'm confused.
Look, that's why I broke it down the way I broke it down. The way I broke it down, nobody can say anything. Because regardless if this nigga put a condom on, regardless if she get an IUD, or nothing is 100% sure outside of not fucking. So once this baby come, you can't say you didn't take the proper precaution, he didn't take the proper precaution. It excludes anyone pointing the finger at anybody. So if you don't want a fucking baby, don't have sex.
you can get pregnant off a pre-cum.
You know you getting the fuck out, right? Tap in when you get home, man. Niggas is crazy, bro. I'm not playing with near person, bro. Don't come in this motherfucker if you at work. Don't come in here if you at the club. I'm kicking you the fuck out, bro. I'm not letting you back in, bro. I don't understand what the fuck is happening around here, bro. Like, what the fuck? I am filming a podcast. I'm filming episode number 46 of the podcast. We're talking about why women have children by men that ask for them not to have them, and then turn and badmouth the man. That's all. Why this nigga still trying to get in? Hey, bro, I'm not letting you in as long as you in that car, bro. Forget about it. So, my whole thing in a nutshell. Go ahead. Who is that? You about to say something?
No, I was going to say, I feel like if when you look at these situations, if you look at it logically and you took personal emotion out of it, it would be way easier to handle. Before the kid, after the kid, during the kid. As I said, if you realize, if every logical person looked at it as, bro, I'm about to fuck this person. No way I'm not about to be 100% sure I'm not about to have a kid. So what's wrong with having a conversation of, if I get pregnant, what's your stance? Or if you get pregnant, how are you really going about this? Because
you know what they're going to say?
Everybody logic is different, but that my logic doesn't change the fact of what I'm saying. There's no 100% sure way of not having a baby outside of not fucking. Every birth control is not 100%. So that's what I'm saying. Once you decide to fuck somebody, if you looked at it logically based and factual based, you should have the conversation of what's your stance? What's your beliefs? If you have that conversation, things would be a lot easier once it happened.
How do you, I mean, I've never had the conversation on what may happen if we are having raw sex. You know what I mean? Some people may have, some people haven't. I've never had that. Like, you know what I mean? It just be like, you know, this is what we doing now. After you have the raw sex, does that conversation come about? Has it come about? It has. Is it always? No. And then that, now from there, you can have a, like my first kid, I ain't found out till later on. Like it was too late for an abortion type time. My other children I knew. And I you know, I said, so, you know, what we going to do? And they all said that, well, they both said that I'm having the baby. And I told both of them, I'm not ready to have the kid. I'm not ready to have another kid, right? They said I'm having the kid. So I had an option. They really gave me the option to either be a father or not. Me being a man, I will not have a child from anyone and not be the father. Will I deal with the mothers? No. Because you force me, you making me do something that I don't want to do. I have to do it as a man though. So it's different.
Listen, man, I got my folks going through this. I told y'all this already. Like, this shit is common. It's fucked up, but it's common out here, and this shit's sad because these females be doing it for selfish gain, thinking that's gonna either keep a nigga or to gain extra finances. But in the long run, you're only hurting that child because that child is missing another piece.
I always don't think it's necessarily because of extra finances. It's just, sometimes it's just because the motherfucker being stifled. But that also sometimes put a wrench in a relationship too, because sometimes you make things more difficult.
We men here, we got children and baby moms. I don't know where it makes it absolutely difficult. Not sometimes. It just makes it difficult.
Well, I'm speaking from a standpoint because I haven't had to deal with like court or anything with that. Like, yeah, I do deal with some shit with my baby's mom, but as I said, it's all about perception and how you deal with it. Sometimes some people can be like, oh, you deal with bullshit or you get the short and understood. I feel like if it's not detrimental to the relationship of me and my daughter, sometimes I gotta bite the bullet.
What constitutes the detriment of the relationship between you and your daughter besides the mother?
Well, first off, I know regardless of anything that my daughter mother do, like she does, she would not like purposely keep my child away. But what I mean is, let's say we have a disagreement about money, and she's trying to get more money out of me for something that I shouldn't even be paying for. But it's like, just to get over the argument, bite the bullet. And this is one thing I acknowledge too. I never compare anything, but to acknowledge is not to compare. I don't compare my daughter's mother parenting with my parenting, but I acknowledge that she has her 24/7. So even if she doesn't pay for a lot of the bills that I pay for, because I live on my own, so I'm taking care of me and my daughter completely by myself. She has help because she lives with her mom. But beside that, she has my daughter 24/7. So as I said, to bite the bullet, why not pay for something that is really not, as I said, it's not detrimental to me and my daughter's relationship?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing though. Like, that's not even a question though. You know what I mean? If it's, man, go ahead with that. You know what I'm saying? It's when, for me, it's when they be like one of my baby moms was like, she was like, until you ready to be with me, you can't see your kids. And I'm thinking like, well, God damn. Now, there's so many, it's, so, and all this could have been alleviated had she just not had the children. Because she'll call me and then stress out and be, oh my, these kids, I can't stand it, gets on my nerves, and in my mind, I'll be saying, you know, I love my children. Number one, I love my children. Wouldn't give anything up for my children. Anything. Give my life for my children. So, but in my mind, subconsciously, it's like, this is what I was trying to prevent. So if you don't have these children, you're not struggling, you're not stressing, because she's not struggling. She's not stressing. Right?
Because I don't want to miss this real quick, what J Baby said. She said, I just personally believe, why would you have anybody around your child who doesn't want to be around them? That man could build up resentment towards my child because he never wants to be a father. So you're talking about the process of after having the child, after the man said he don't want to be a kid. But the question we're asking is, would you have a child after a man told you he don't want to be a father, and why? Because you just gave a good reason on why. We're not going to say you shouldn't but why. What could happen if you do? Because even if this man chooses to be around and stick around, he could not take care of this child or not view this child like his child. And as you said, build up resentment, possibly do shit towards this child. So that opens another avenue on women having a man's child after he said he don't want to be a father.
Right. So then for you, the question would be, would you do it? If you were having sex with someone and you got pregnant and you told him you were pregnant and he said that he doesn't want the child, would you still have the child?
All right, so
is that Ty? You saying that more than likely you'll be a single mother? That's what you saying.
So you got to ask her this follow-up question. With him making that decision, would you classify him as a deadbeat dad? And if so, why?
Can I ask one question?
Hold on, let her answer this one real quick, and then you can ask her real quick, because it's going along with her answers. So she feels the same way we feel. Yes, if I knew I was stable enough to handle everything, I don't want nobody around my kid who don't want to be there. Okay, so it sounds like you saying the same thing Ty is saying. You would be a single mother.
So what would y'all tell that child when they ask, where's his father at now? Are y'all going to say he's a deadbeat, or are you going to tell him the truth?
Well, Ty just said she don't believe that he's a deadbeat. He just said no longer in the picture.
That's what I want to know. Now, since y'all asked the right questions to lead up to this big bang answer now. Hit me with it. He basically said he don't want the baby, period. Yeah, but kids is going to see their other homies and shit with their fathers. They going to want to know, where's mine? What happened?
But read her response above that. She answered it. She said, no, he's just no longer in the picture. That's when I asked, would she classify him as a deadbeat?
No, but where is he? You can't just write the father out the picture. The kid gonna say, Mom, where my dad at? Like, what's cracking with my dad? Is the mom gonna say, listen, son, you know.
He wasn't ready to be a father. See, this the way you word stuff. He wasn't ready to be a father. No, say.
Wait,
no. Don't say he said that. Wait, is we all on the same page?
Me personally, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
What you mean?
I do. It's still like a side.
What are you talking about? Come on, Jay.
Because hold on, as we said, we're men, and you was just saying this. You was just saying this earlier,
right?
Your baby moms made you become a father,
right?
You wanted. So she didn't say he didn't want to be a father. She said he wasn't ready. I feel like she worded it correctly.
No, that's not. Don't do that, Jay.
But hold on.
Because wait, really quick, before you stop, wait, Jay, hold on. Before you, wait.
Giving it an opening for him to get back in the picture.
Now listen, are you telling, this is the problem. You're not telling, the mother isn't telling the child that the father asked them, that the father said I wasn't ready. The mother is just saying, oh, your father, he isn't ready to be, or whatever. She's not saying that he told her that.
I think
she's not saying.
I didn't give y'all the whole response. I didn't give y'all the whole response. I said I would try to explain it in a way that they understand. Like, I know we've all seen on reality TV shows or other movies where, you know, women get a little bit more leniency when they walk away from the life than when the dad does. And they sit there and have this explanation about how I was young and I didn't have this and I wasn't ready to do this. And that's how I explain it to my child. Like, he wasn't ready to do this. He was a child. Imagine you being a kid, taking care of a kid. Do you think you'll be able to do that? You have to ask them critical questions to make them think on their own. But I'm not going to sit there, but I'm not going to lie to my child. Why would I lie?
So, look, I don't think it's lying.
It's not lying, you're just not telling the absolute truth.
Me knowing Ledge and knowing how Ledge thinks, this is how Ledge is saying he would prefer it be explained. He would prefer it be explained act by act, meaning we had, you know, I got pregnant. I asked him, I told him I was pregnant. He told me he wasn't ready. I decided to keep it. You're here, da 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 da. That's how he want to explain so the kid can know who's the sick, da 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 da. But what I'm saying is the way she explained it, I don't think takes away from that because she's saying he wasn't ready to be a father. The child has to know in order for this child to get here, the mom had to keep the kid. So, of course, she kept him, and the dad just wasn't ready to be a father.
Right.
And that's why I say I don't see nothing with that word. Hold on. Let me finish this out. Then I'm going to let y'all go. This is also why I say I'm okay with this wording. Because most men that get that situation and they do walk away, they don't stop having kids at that last kid. They continue having kids or they have another family. So from the aspect of a child, you grow up, you know you have a dad out there somewhere, and you find this dad, and you see he has a family with someone else. The wording, he wasn't ready to be a father, is kind of right, because you see him being a father to his other kids.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, I really don't see, it's all about perception.
And
but it's not taken away from anyone's decision.
And there are fathers who decide they're not ready and decide they want to come on later on. So if I feel like wording it any other way would make it sound like have a negative connotation behind it, as opposed to, you know, he wasn't ready. And that leaves room for them, you know what I'm saying, that he may come back or he may not come back. But you have to clarify that with your child. But there are men who decide
Do you tell the child that you took it upon yourself? Do you tell the child that you took it upon yourself to have this child?
I think that's common sense because they're there.
Can I say something real
But
quick?
that's the point he wants you to verbally get across to the child.
Yeah.
Children are a lot more smarter than we think. They're gonna put two and two together.
Nah, he knows that. That's why I said. But he wants to know is you gonna verbally.
I want you to take the accountability. Yes, that's what I want to know. Are you going to take accountability for your actions in it?
But what is the point of me saying? What is the point of they're gonna know the fact that I had decided to have them anyway, and you decided you weren't ready. That's the whole overall message of it. You decided you weren't ready to be a father. You were young. You had this going on. You didn't feel like you were fit to be ready to do that. So I decided to have you and take care of you myself. And
can I say something real quick, y'all?
He don't want to create no resentment.
Can I say something?
But how is that statement creating resentment?
First of all, hey y'all,
Well, let's get a first opinion real quick.
Hold on, let us.
hey y'all, I don't really know what. Hey, so I don't really know what y'all talking about, but just based off of what I'm hearing, I'm gonna just say my opinion. I feel like it depends on the person that they were dealing with at this time, and it could be the situation. Also, I just feel like it could be the same thing with a female who got pregnant and decided to give their child up for adoption because they wasn't able to take care of them at that time. But later on in life, they ended up having more kids that they were able to take care of. So I just feel like it do depends on the situation. So I just feel like, I don't know.
Wow,
It just depends on the situation. So I just feel like if he wasn't ready at the time, or that person wasn't right for him, and then he decided later on down the line to meet somebody that he liked or wanted to have a family with, then that's different.
Yeah, and you can explain that, and you can explain that to the child. See, like me, my mom never did not. Like, my mom told me what the fuck was going on. So that's what I'm saying. I was raised different. My mom told me what was happening with her and my pop. So I didn't have, when I did have resentment for my father, my mom told me. Now, it's like she could have been told me, and maybe I would have or maybe I wouldn't have understood. But at the time that she did tell me, I understood it. So I don't have any resentment for my father anymore. My mom took accountability. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm deaf with this nigga out of here. What is wrong with this nigga? He just...
But when you say take accountability, what do you like?
My mom said I took you, your father would try. Your father would...
What is the accountability for?
What you mean? Your father would try and I kept y'all away from him.
Wait, say that again?
No, I'm saying because you said that in a situation where you're explaining to your child, you should take the accountability. But what exactly are you taking accountability
Your
for?
father, okay, so me and your father had sex, and this is why your father isn't around, because he said that he didn't want to have the child, and I told him he could either be around or he couldn't, and he chose not to be around.
So
Okay.
pretty much, and I was gonna say I could dumb it down even.
Wait, so who need to take accountability? The mom or the dad? I'm confused.
The mom needs to take accountability. The mom needs to take accountability. What the for the dad not being around?
Wait. So wait, who has to take accountability for that? Because, but shit happens. My whole thing is, if I decide to sleep with somebody, if I was with somebody at that time, I got pregnant and I decide not to kill my baby or do whatever the case may be, and I eventually have to take, well, I'm not gonna say accountability. It's like shit happens. If he decided he doesn't want to be around, he's not ready, then shit happens. I just feel like it's not really nobody's fault.
I feel like accountability.
So who really has to take accountability for?
So what
The mom, because she forcing him into fatherhood. He didn't ask for it.
Hold on.
But you said this is a situation where we were
How is she?
to our child. So which situation are you talking
The
about?
question that you
How is she forcing him into fatherhood if she said that the nigga can go? If I just baby and I tell you that you can leave, I'm not forcing you to do nothing. You're not on child support. You're free to.
They are putting them on child support.
You can have your own family. You can have your kids. I'm not forcing you to do nothing.
You're speaking from your point of view.
I'm confused on what hypothetical.
Let's center the room. Let's center the room.
I'm confused about what hypothetical situation he's talking about, because first he was talking about his mom. I was talking about the situation where you said they need to take accountability when they're telling their child that the father is going to be around.
The reason the dad is not around is because I told him he could go about his business.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
When you use the word accountability, that gives me the perception, and this may be my perception, that somebody did something wrong in the situation. The way I'm explaining it to my child, I'm not going to make you seem like the wrong person. So what would either of us need to take accountability for?
Well,
obviously, you're just like the women that we're talking about.
Thank you. That's all the time this game.
Can I say something though?
So you're confused too, Star? Because he said that like I was slow. Like
Yeah, I'm with you. Like I'm confused. That's what I was asking.
You have a kid from a nigga that don't want a kid and tell the nigga he could go. You don't have no fault in that? If the nigga told you he don't want a kid, you don't have no fault in that.
What do him not wanting a kid have to do with me wanting a kid? Whether the nigga want the kid or not, if I want the kid, I'm going to keep it.
So don't ask for child support or none of that.
If I'm not on no shiesty shit and like, I'm going to put you on child support, I'm going to ruin your life.
That's what they do.
No, listen.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
So listen, Les, let me ask you this. Listen. Les, let me ask you this.
I'm muted. I've been trying to talk.
Les, can I ask you a question?
5 minutes.
What?
If me and you have, real quick, let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. If me and you had sex, I end up getting pregnant, and you tell me you don't want to have the baby, but I personally want the baby, and I'm financially able and stable to take care of that baby, and I tell you, you can go ahead if you don't want to be in the baby life, why am I wrong for that? Because either way,
if you put me on child support,
so
if you report me,
and you don't,
wait,
I gotta
no. If you put me on child support, if you report me to the authorities in any way, shape, form, or fashion as it pertains to that child, you're at fault. That's what we're talking about.
I didn't know that's what we were talking about.
That's completely different, and that's what we were trying to get.
Because y'all came. I mean, first of all, wait. Listen.
We were just talking about a situation where you explained to the dad's out the picture. I thought this is what we were talking about. The dad's out the picture, and we're explaining to the child why their dad isn't around.
So you caught nothing before that?
Just to be fair,
I just
ain't
wanna
catch
know.
shit about child support neither. So
Yeah,
I'm
did you catch
Yeah, that's
anything?
why I was like, I didn't hear child support.
No, I
You
said
said that basically she was
So-
forcing the guy into
Fatherhood, she is.
fatherhood because she the child because he didn't want it. But just because you don't
But-
want it, that don't mean that I can't keep my child. It's my
No.
motherfucking body, and the
So then
fucking
don't
baby gonna come out
complain.
my pussy.
Then don't complain. You can't say you
So
should have
that's
strapped
why you
up
have
because
to
why
explain
should it be?
some more.
Why
That's
should
why
it?
we
Why
asking
should it?
you. You
Y'all
done
coming
said
in
all
at the
this.
end of it. If y'all
Ask us in
if y'all slow down and stop defending your answers, then y'all get the entire question. Every time I say something, y'all say, "But wait, let me ask you this," and then you add to it. But wait, let me ask you this, and then you add to it. First of all, I want to know why is it the man's job to strap up and not the woman?
Hold on, man. We
What
just
does
keep
that have
bumping
to do with
around.
what we
That's
just
like
Because they asked the question. Y'all gotta slow down. Y'all gotta slow down. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me help everybody that just came in. I'm asking a question. Why do women force men into fatherhood, right? A nigga say, I don't want the baby, have the baby, and then down talking. Because the nigga he out of here. Fuck that. Fuck you and that baby. That's the question. Jay, I'm jumping around 5 times because I'm trying to answer 4 different questions.
All right, but hold on. Let me answer this real quick as far as the accountability. When you take accountability don't always have to be a bad thing.
Or a fault.
Correct. If I accidentally knock something over, it's still an accident, but I can still take accountability for it. Accountability is apologizing and cleaning it up. If I don't apologize or if I don't clean it up, that's me kind of not acknowledging it. Not to acknowledge it is not to take accountability. So, as far as the topic that we were talking about, when he said, when a child get older and they look at other kids and they ask you, where's my dad? When he says take accountability, he's saying, why don't you explain it, as I said, like how you explain birds and the bees to a kid? When you be like, it's when a man and a woman get together. He's saying, why you don't explain it as, me and your dad got together, I got pregnant,
I gave him an option to be here or not, and he said no.
I asked him, was he ready to have a kid? He said no, but I still chose to keep you. That he's saying, why don't you explain it in that content rather than saying he wasn't ready to be a father? Leg's saying he personally feel like when you say he wasn't ready to be a father, instead of explaining it in that way, as a woman, you're taking away accountability of the decision that you made. Not that your decision was wrong. You're just taking away the accountability for that decision. Now let him loose.
Thank you, brother.
All right, I got a question real quick. Now, when it comes to sex, it's 2 people that's involved, right? So regardless of who initiate a condom or not, y'all both agreed to have unprotected sex. It's only 2 things that's going to happen when you have unprotected sex. You either going to get an STD or you're going to get a fucking baby. So if you know the risk of what's going to happen of you fucking this bitch raw, why do it? So when she decides to keep that baby because you decided to fuck her raw, why is she wrong?
Why did she decide to let me? We're not saying that she's wrong. There we go. Wait, slow down. 2 ears and 1 mouth. 2 ears and 1 mouth. Nobody ever said the woman was wrong.
It's not why is she wrong. We're asking
so if we're talking about accountability, men need to take accountability.
So we have to answer it. You asked the question, so we have to answer it. We're not saying that a woman is wrong. We're asking, why does the responsibility and the accountability falls instantly to the man? Y'all, as you said, y'all both make a decision. So she has a decision as well. That's what we're saying. And look, this is one thing too. This goes back to what I said earlier. Even if you take birth control of any kind, there's no way of being 100% sure you're not going to have a kid outside of not fucking. So even if you take birth control and the baby comes, you can't say, oh, I took birth control, it's not my fault. Y'all, once you laid down, it was a ratio, whether that shit was 0.001, y'all laid down and y'all accepted that shit. you can't just put the blame solely on the man. Whereas, why do women do it?
I personally don't feel like it's putting the blame, but when you put it, I don't really feel like it's putting the blame on them. I just feel like they act
Ain't gonna after me neither.
It's not.
It's not no blame. I just feel like
But wait,
if we talk
They
about
do.
accountability, maybe both partners need to take
And
part
that's,
in it.
and that's what
But
we're
I just feel
saying.
like if you know the risk of comes with the actions that you do, then you gotta take responsibilities. Now, if the nigga don't want to be there, fine, fuck it. But if I decide to keep this baby, I'm gonna do it.
So you're not going
Hold
to
on,
put him
Now,
on
if she
child
decided to
support.
be on some extra bitter shit,
Right.
This one
That's
thing
it.
that I
Then
want to
that's
point out. though,
no, it's not about us seeing one-sided. We seeing art. Most niggas just gonna be like, I don't give a fuck anyway. He's saying on his side, he's taking accountability, but on the back end, he's still telling, don't be calling my fucking phone talking about how stressful shit is when when I told you stupid dumb ass don't have a baby.
Well, hold on. This one thing that I want to.
but this the thing, you would never.
This one thing I want to
This
point out
whole
too,
thing.
real quick though.
Y'all don't see it from our
Even-
point of view.
Hold on,
Y'all never
let me
do.
get this out real quick. Let me land. This is one thing I want to get out real quick. Star, when you first gave your example, OG when you first came in, Queen when y'all first came in, and y'all wasn't completely sure of what we was talking about, and before I explain, y'all talking about why the man don't have a condom, he's supposed to strap up. So in that sense, y'all were putting the blame solely on the man. After my explanation, that's when y'all said y'all weren't. But before, y'all were saying he should strap up, he should this. Y'all never said anything about y'all or the woman. Just pointing that out.
We agreed. I agree that the man should have worn a condom also. But I also want to say it's the onus on the man. It's like the responsibility is always on the man. You should have worn a condom. You should have protected yourself. What about you women protecting yourselves? When the fuck do y'all say, hey, shit, I done crapped out? When? Y'all don't. Women never, ever say that.
Answer that text message. Yeah, that's how we got here.
But you don't think females take accountability enough by even keeping a baby with a nigga who don't even fucking want it? They knew the risk of what could happen, and the fact that they even decided to keep this baby with a nigga who don't even fucking want it, you don't think that's enough accountability? I'm just asking.
No, because y'all feel attached to the baby. That's why y'all don't get rid of it. That's why y'all don't get rid of
Exactly.
it.
So this
Hold
the
on,
thing.
hold on.
So
Jay,
you
Jay,
think
I
You
like-
can't
I like
generalize.
that
You
answer,
can't
Jay.
generalize.
I like
You
that
can't
answer,
generalize.
Jay. I like that answer, Jay.
Yeah, you can't generalize. It depends on the intentions and the perception of the woman
Yeah.
that keeps the baby. If
Yeah.
she's doing it out of emotion and spiteful reasons, then yes, why can't
Because
you?
there are
Yeah,
women who
that's
do that. You right?
true.
There are women who do that. There's women who have kids just to make that man life miserable.
No,
And
that's true. But
That's
it's a
what
lot
I'm
of women
asking.
who
Like,
do it
why
just because they
though?
be like, you know what, regardless if this nigga want to be around or not, I want this baby, I'm going to let this baby to die. If you think about it, it's more single moms than it is
That's
single
sick.
dads.
That is sick.
But now that you said that, don't you think that's the reason
There's more
why?
single moms than there is single dads.
Don't you think that's
Like,
the reason
what?
why? The number one reason why is because we killing each other, and number two reason why is because dudes is taking that, you giving that option, so I'm taking that. But why is he a bad person?
But it's like, if a nigga want to leave, what option do you really have other than put him on child support? You can't put a gun to his head.
Why you
and
putting
like,
him
oh,
on child
you can't
support?
put his
You said you could do it by yourself. Why are you putting the man on child support? The man didn't even want the baby. Why are you putting him on child support?
That's different. She being better. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all only be knowing these babies for a day.
Pretty much what he's saying is the only time he can see that child support is justified.
He say, wait, who
They
say
only
y'all
know these
know these
babies for a day.
It's for a deadbeat.
You can tell he never carried a child.
If you're a deadbeat,
Yo, only if they could just imagine the feeling or the experience of even bearing a fucking child.
why you want to put
Or
yourself
abortion,
through that?
First of all,
You put yourself through it.
fucking creating y'all big headed motherfuckers, that shit is a risk. People die from fucking pushing out babies. That shit is a fucking risk.
Why take the risk then
Y'all
if you
never-
feel? If I mean, you
Y'all
know,
don't bleed out y'all fucking dick every month. Y'all don't understand what females go through.
But y'all go through it for your own reasons. It ain't our fault. That's why we go through less and y'all take more. What you
That's
talking
an
about?
ain't shit nigga answer.
How?
That's a nigga answer.
Listen to what he said. Wait, listen to his answer.
No, that ain't our fault. That's what y'all like. What?
Listen to his answer. We take less, we get less, and y'all take more.
Exactly.
We go through less, and y'all get more. Let that sink in. But that's when it's just different. I don't understand why women do that. Like I just don't understand why they do that. Cause I seen a dude that take great care of his kid. I know for a fact. And then the baby mom just was like, you know what? I'm going to child support. I'm gonna get the authorities involved in this shit. Like, what is you doing? And he was a dude like me. See, I could relate to him because he told her, that I was a young nigga, he an older dude, but I remember him telling her, like, I don't want the kid. Now she had the kid, you know, he taking care of the kid, and she still go to child support. It's ridiculous.
He should have signed his rights over.
I feel like a lot of times females also go to child support because these niggas be playing mind games. They be trying to act like they want to be around just to fuck on the baby mom the whole time. They don't really want to take care of the kid. So it's like they still be attached to the baby dad because like, damn, I got your baby. You still want to fuck with me, but you're not trying to take care of your baby. So I feel like that's involved too because niggas do be playing mind games with their baby mom. They be fucking on them but not doing shit for their fucking child.
Let me say this. As a whole, in general, women are bitter.
Niggas love fucking on their baby mom but won't do shit for them.
As a whole, in general, women are bitter. It's just a trait that they possess. That's just what it is. So to say that it's true. It's true.
You can't generalize.
Yeah,
Bro. Ain't never one of these women on here right now could tell me they never did nothing out of bitterness. If they say that, I believe they lying.
So, but look. Hold on.
I'm sorry that you say that then.
Hold on. This why I say this. Right?
That's a lie.
Bitter is very strong. Right? I look at bitter as strong as the word hate. People use it very loosely, but it means something. Now, being petty, being spiteful, yes. I feel like women show that sign more than men. You are right. But bitter, I don't think most women are bitter. Just
So
my
you
personal.
They'll never broke a window.
They have a
like
bitter.
being bitter
They have a
is
bitter
like
trait. They have.
bitter.
Wait, slow down. They have the bitter traits. All of them.
No, we don't. Here y'all go. Stereotype.
Okay.
So for all that, we might as well say all niggas is the same. Y'all all ain't shit.
We all got ancient traits. We all got
No,
ancient
but you can't
traits.
say that because we can only say that the niggas you come across is shit because you don't know.
So maybe the women y'all.
So let me ask you this: it's over 1 billion people in the world. How you gonna say all women is fucking bitter? You didn't even meet every woman in the world that said that they all bitter. So how you know? How you talking about all people that you never even met in your life?
Said something about being.
Not you, Don.
He said all women are bitter or they have bitter traits. How do you know that if you never met all women? It's all these fucking women in the world. You gonna say all of us?
I said that's what I believe. You gonna change my belief?
By that is y'all all did some.
Are you gonna change my belief?
To a man.
Wait, hold on, Doc. Hold on, here we go. Hold on, Doc. Let me help him out with this. I said that's what I believe. Every one of y'all gonna change my belief?
I don't think about you.
Oh, okay.
So say I believe. Don't say.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I said that's what I believe. That's what I said. When you go back and watch the episode, that's what I said. I believe.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead though. I ain't. You know what I mean? I'm not here to negate nothing that nobody says. That's not what I do. I'm just giving my opinion. Like y'all giving how y'all feel, I'm giving how I feel. I'm not negating anything.
I was just trying to make sure you wasn't trying to say that's a fact, because facts is something that can be proven. That's not proven that all women are bitter.
It's my belief.
Well,
If you say that, then you can believe in whatever you.
You know how women can say all men are dogs? Like women believe all men are dogs. You know how
That's fine. I
sometimes
believe I can fly. You can believe whatever you can believe.
that's
in.
correct.
That
It's
is
not.
fine.
I'm not negating anything that anyone says. I don't negate anything anyone says.
So, but look, this is where we going off of the personal podcast topics. We going out of generalizing. Once we get into personal and emotions, this is where we get the miscommunication and the debating and the
No.
arguing.
I respect everybody's opinion, and I want us to be able to agree to disagree, disagree to agree, whatever. Like, I respect everybody's opinion.
No, that's
No, we're
understandable.
not arguing. This is a good topic,
I
though.
want to hear
That's a good
everybody's
debate.
point of view. That's why I ask questions. I like to, be asked questions. Like, I want to hear people different views on things. Everybody is different.
What's
So
up,
that's
Kate?
why I just said I ain't want him to say, "Oh yeah, that's the fact that everybody is better." But if that's your opinion or your belief, that's fine.
Right.
I
You gotta listen to the
personally-
sentence all the way through. But that's what we have to do.
I personally believe there's a disconnect between women and men right now in general that's causing a lot of gender wars. I don't feel like it has to do with one, and this is what I believe. I don't believe it has to do with one part. I don't believe it has to do with just women. I don't believe it has to do with just men. I believe that there's a disconnect somewhere in the level of respectability between men and women, and that's where the problems are coming in today.
And you gotta blame society for that because they gave y'all so much leeway and gave y'all more than a man to make y'all feel as though y'all don't need a man.
Wait, and can I say something to Les real quick?
Think about it. That's why y'all lack respect for them.
This goes
Wait,
back
can I
to-
say something to Les real quick?
This goes back to accountability because to say them in society and what society has given them is not taking accountability for what, even if you're not the man accountable for it, is men out here in society that has do certain type of things. So you can't not take accountability.
But you can't
So,
take
yes,
his
I do
opinion
agree
away
with
from
you.
him.
I do agree with you that society.
Wait, Les, let me say something to you though, real quick. No,
Hold
go
on.
ahead and finish. I'm sorry, go ahead and finish what you were
Go ahead,
saying.
I was just saying, I do personally believe that society has changed the shift. Me and Led was talking about this. The shift in masculinity and femininity has changed.
Yes.
And you gotta
Yes, that's a
it's,
fact.
it's like a scale. When
I
it
just
was
said that
equally
shit.
balanced, it was equally balanced before. Now you think of the women over here and men over here. Their masculinity went up, and it has to be a balance. So some men's femininity went up even more. So when y'all look at the sassiness or men being in their emotion, it comes from y'all being so masculine. So, and that's why I say each person has to take accountability. When women say, "Oh, it's some men out here that's sassy or they act a certain type of way," yes, there is, but you created those type of women. When men say there are women out here that act a certain type of way, yes, but the society created those type of women. We have to equally take accountability.
You just said can't use society.
What'd you say, Dot? What'd you say, Dot?
Nothing, mister. All right.
Nah, they didn't.
Next, what, we on something new or we still on that?
I ain't hear what you
You're
said.
muffled, Dad. You're muffled.
Y'all can't hear me?
No.
You sound like something over your mic.
How?
Nigga, not the nigga blew in his phone. This nigga is crazy. This nigga is seriously crazy.
No, I was making sure nothing was in like the speaker. joint.
All in all, man, women, I
You can hear
don't,
me good?
Yeah, go ahead, Dot.
Hello?
Go ahead, Dot.
All right. I know, I was saying, are we done or are we going?
What? Go
Are
ahead.
we done or are we going?
Go.
No, not like, are we going to a new topic or are we staying where we at?
I want to hear what you was about to say.
About what?
You were about to say something before we told you we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
To respond to Queen Chrissy's comment, she said it was never equal. Equal and balanced isn't the same. When you weigh 100 pounds of gold and 100 pounds of feather, yes, they'll weigh the same and they will be balanced, but they're not equally worth the same. So yes, that's like to say equal as far as masculinity and femininity. That's like when people say the world is fair. Who's to say the world is supposed to be fair? What's fair? So it's like, I'm not going to say it's equal, but it was balanced to where people could coexist,
What's up,
to where it
love?
was comfortable for them, where you could create a house and a home and a family. And who's to say we ever had that balance? Maybe we missed that balance when we went too far. Like, as I said, I feel like some women are too masculine and some men are too feminine. So maybe we need to go back a little bit to catch that balance. Who knows?
one thing I learned is we could never go back. So, this, I don't know, like it's, by me being, I'm gonna say by me being the one that was like, because I really was closed off from society. When this shit switched up out here, it was like, what the fuck? This shit was like the Twilight Zone. Like, you know, you gotta be like super duper politically correct. It just was weird, and I just never got with it. So I never even transitioned into this type of stuff that's going on. It wasn't. I don't know what's going on out here, bro. I don't. By me being incarcerated, it was none of that. Like this pampering of the boys and letting them do anything. Like, yeah, they do have certain freedoms and liberties, but not everything, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, like, I was watching this video, and don't get me wrong, I understand the concept, I understand the freedom. But as I said, it goes back to when we had, in my day, as I said, it probably wasn't equal, but it was more of a balance. You could take, if like they taking little kids to Mardi Gras Day parades. I seen a video, and the young boy had his shirt tied up in a crop top and had shit stuffed in it, and he was dancing. And I'm like, granted, if you want to be free, there's nothing wrong with that. But the balance of masculinity is, you could take that same kid back in the day, and he don't have to do that. Why did he have to do that to, you know, be equal or like? That's why I'm like, it needs to be a balance.
I think that
you need to stop certain shit. Everything don't need to be allowed.
I think that once it was, you know, whatever the lack of better word, like I don't know what to say. Like once it became like, I guess you could say it's okay, right? When they start like broadcasting it and stuff like that. As far as that type of stuff goes, now the people that were in the closet just like, you know, that like they feel liberated, right? This is who I am, like, you know what I mean? And they got this whole movement going behind them, so it's like. But I don't know. I don't know. They make it all the things that were like, you know, where they were supposed to be is now just exposed. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Fines. It's just
I'm gonna start by saying I don't have a problem with like them broadcasting it or whatever. But I was talking to my mom the other day, and I was just like, yo, I feel like, I mean, personally, I feel like a lot of the other things that was introduced to society came in gradually. I feel like with the LGBT community and the stuff that was given, it was just given straight force. There was no easing you into it. There was no gradually getting like more and more. It was just straight to the point. Like, and I feel like if it went a little bit gradually where you could work it in, maybe it wouldn't be as much of a shock for people or as much as a whoa for people. But I definitely feel like it kind of came out of nowhere.
It was
I don't disagree with it because I feel like they were a misrepresented group, so now they're getting representation. Right. But I do feel like everybody who was misrepresented gradually got their representation.
I feel like me personally, I feel like sexuality should be represented in society, like public society, the way religion is. Like how you can't put a cross up in school because then that might disrespect a Jewish person, a Catholic person, a Muslim person. So it should be the same. If you're not forcing religion on a kid, why are you forcing sexuality? Why do you feel as though you need to have the LGBT flag next to the American flag? Why do you need to have Bert and Ernie being gay in Sesame Street? These kids don't even know
Barney.
Then how you
Elmo's
the option to choose their own gender now.
Wait, what do you mean by kids don't know
because
their
you
sexuality?
can't now that's a whole nother. That's hold on. Really quick. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, Jay. What was the question?
She said, "What do I mean by a kid doesn't know their sexuality?"
All right, go ahead.
So,
No, the reason why I asked you that is because I asked you that because I work with kids, okay? And I lied to you not. One of my fourth graders that I work with in my after school program, he came up to me and told me that he was bisexual. He came in with fake nails on and everything, trying to hide it, whatever. And I'm like, well, do you know what bisexual means? And he said, yeah, that means you like boys and girls. So I asked him, what do you like more? And he said he liked boys. So the fact that he can answer that and tell me that he likes boys and girls, and he like boys more, and what that means, I feel like they can't be aware of their sexuality. I like girls. I got a girlfriend right now, and I knew I was gay since I was little.
Wait. Everybody can't. Hold on. Let her finish though. Hold on. Go ahead.
She finished.
So how you know she was finished? She was saying, she said she got a.
So that's the reason
She
why
said she got a girlfriend. All right. So now that you, so you have a girlfriend, right? Just really quick, one question. You have a girlfriend, right?
I do.
And at what age did you know that you like girls? Like you knew for sure, like you was
in the closet. Listen, I was caught in the closet with another girl at 3 in daycare with my pants down. So probably since then. At 10 years old, I remember playing house with girls, talking about they was going to be the mom, I'm the dad, we going home to have kids. Like, I knew that I liked the girls.
No, that wasn't.
Once I got older, I started to realize, like, okay, I do like both, but I've always been more attracted to females.
And that wasn't the learned behavior, right? You didn't see that type of stuff in the house. It wasn't nobody, endorsing that. That was just
never in my life.
Right. Thank you. That's what and I say that because
my mom always had. Go ahead.
I say that because I believe it was me and Dot having this conversation, and I was telling him that people are born that way. You don't turn that way. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like to say, well, a man was with women, and I remember I was in Mall Live and I had the opportunity to interview a male, and he was a homosexual. And he said he knew when he was 7, and this man was 30-something years old. And he said, I knew when I was 7 that I liked boys.
But look, this personally why I don't like going personal, because it strays away from the general topic. I said most kids don't know their sexuality.
Right.
She gave an example of one 4th grader when she said she worked with a bunch of them. Then she's talking about herself.
Right.
I could name another one.
Hold on.
Okay.
So let's
go ahead.
And the ratio of all the 4th graders you work with, how many of them, whether they're straight, bisexual, gay, they 100% sure know their sexuality right now?
You don't know because you would have to do a study on each one of those children. But you would be surprised.
It's experiences, though. It's an experience you gotta go through.
Hold on, and that's what I'm saying.
What experience could she go through at 3 years old?
Who knows? We don't fucking know.
She's telling you.
I don't want to put. Listen, I don't want to put shit out there, and then I don't know.
No, Doc, we're not.
That's
right. Can I say something real quick?
You don't have to go through the experience beforehand. Like, you can see shit that'll traumatize you.
Okay.
You know how many
TV.
We
understand that. That's now. We understand that.
I've dealt with, that I know, that I've seen. They fuck in front of their kid, or fuck when their kid is in another room. Shit, like, we don't know how a kid think. As you said, we would have to do a survey. But I know majority of kids in this world do not know their fucking sexuality at 4 or 3 years old, bro.
No, what I'm saying is they may be
sure of their sexuality. You can't tell
okay,
me.
So let me. No, they can.
Unless you show me a study.
But they can identify it when they're of age.
We said know their sexuality. Know what
they may not know what the word is. They may not know I'm a homosexual.
You would never know until you get older and actually experience things.
We said know what they like 100% sure. Bro, my daughter's 3 years old. If I ask her, do you like boys or do you like girls? I guarantee you she say no to both. She don't even know what I'm talking about.
I'm not disagreeing with you, bro.
Listen, this is another personal thing too. If you're raising your kid, right? Sexuality shouldn't even be on a kid's brain at fucking 3 to 4 years old, bro.
My point. My daughter don't do none of that shit. Don't twerk, none of that shit. It's all about what you let her allow to do.
Bro.
That's why I'm like, I'm not saying every kid. I'm just saying majority of kids in this world, we're not speaking about one person or people.
I just want y'all to do studies though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on.
I just personally, I'm just going to say this generally.
Hold on, Zay. I'm going to let you, man.
Working in child development and being around kids, I really feel like we don't give them enough credit as we should. Kids are very intelligent. Kids know a lot more than we think they do. Kids sometimes show us signs about the people around us that we don't even pay attention to, and they already knew it. So I feel like, honestly, that's a questionable statement, Jay, because honestly, especially these kids nowadays, as advanced as they are, we really don't know what they know.
But
All right, so can I say something?
The example.
Can I piggyback off of what she
Can I
just
say
said?
something?
Wait,
Let me
hold
piggyback
on.
off of Jay.
We're gonna let Dot go and then Star, then Jay. Go
Cause
ahead.
just like, all right, now Jay, didn't you just say?
Dot, you can't ask a question, bro. If you're gonna piggyback
No,
over something,
Don't
don't.
make me forget. Cause y'all talking,
Which,
y'all made me
which
forget.
Jay, me or her?
You. Remember, I'm defending you. So
So when we talk about my daughter,
No. Before that, like after that led us all into this. About the whole it's something that they learned basically is what I'm saying. That's something that them kids learn.
I mean, your opinion is your
You don't
opinion.
know how they think and how
It's something that they learn. Being observant, seeing.
So and that's where I was saying
That's not always true.
You don't play house. You don't play house just off playing house. Like, yo, let's play house. You play house just off of seeing other shit.
No, Dot.
That's where the
All right, I
game
understand
came
that part, right?
Can I say something?
We understand that
Can I-
part. Really quick,
like,
hold on.
can I
I got
say
you.
something? Can I
Star. I'm gonna
respond
let
to
you
that?
right in. We understand that part, Dot. But that's not always
Go
the
ahead.
case.
Exactly. Queen shows, movies, etc.
That's not always the case.
So what? So you.
How you got
tell
these
me-
homosexual Mormons then? Explain that.
the sexual is norm. The sexual
Can
norm is
Like
I
I
please
said, they be getting
Go ahead.
molested.
Let's start. Wait.
They be
Slow
getting
down. Go ahead.
They be
Star.
getting molested probably, and then they.
Come on, Dot. You throwing all these variables out there. Go ahead, Star.
It's not no variable. That's some real shit. We all know some kinky shit go on in the church,
All
bro.
right, man.
They probably got
All right.
touched. Who knows?
All right.
I don't know why they gay. You just asked me why they gay. I don't know.
I know for a
I
fact,
thought you
scientifically.
were-
Go ahead, Star. What you about to say, Star?
It's so conscious. It's two things.
Okay. First of all, you do not have to witness, see, observe, or be around anything that involves any type of sex to be involved or curious about that. First of all, we are fucking humans and that's fucking natural. Let's just start there.
3.
Number 2, if
Do 3-year-olds have a
how
brain,
humans are
my
created,
nigga?
how am I wrong for knowing or being curious about doing that type of shit? So that don't mean I had to witness it, but at least I know how we got here. If I have a mom and a dad, how else would I get here? How they my mom, my dad? They had sex, right? So as a kid, they're going to be curious. Just for example, kids be curious and they play with themselves. They be touching themselves or they
That's
touch
the
each
most
other.
I know
Why?
that 3 or
Because they just
4-year-olds
curious. That's
do.
what the fuck they do.
That's the most
What?
I know them to do. But wondering how do I get this in here or does this go in here? I've never heard a 3 or 4 year.
That's not the
Okay,
only way
that's
that
your
makes
fault.
you.
Let me elaborate. I've never
But
heard.
you don't think that's their way of exploring their sexuality?
That's what he believes.
Thank
but
you.
Unconsciously exploring their sexuality, you don't think that that's a way? You don't think they? You don't
Like,
think that's a
ooh,
way
I got this
to
between my legs.
unconsciously
Like, what?
explore their sexuality? That's what I'm asking.
Hold on.
They over talking, so I can't fully understand you.
Star, I'm gonna let you right back in. Let's see what Zay. I'm gonna let you in real quick. I'm gonna let you right back in, Star.
What I said was you don't feel like that's their way of unconsciously exploring their sexuality. That's my question.
Shout out to Zay.
I mean, you asked me a question when I said me personally.
All right, let him answer. Wait, let him answer. Let him answer, y'all.
Don't take me. I got a permanent
that's so, and that's one thing too. To answer Chrissy, as you said, I'm one person. As y'all not listening to words, bro. Because I said me personally. I didn't say anyone else. I said me personally.
All right, got you. We got you.
I don't know.
She asked
and
you
that's what I said.
personally.
Before she asked her question, let me elaborate. I don't know any kid that hasn't been touched, that hasn't seen something at 3-year-old, that one boy or girl that want to know if this goes in here. Never.
You can't.
Never.
No, that's not with that. Wait, slow down, Zay. Hold on, Zay. That wasn't even a question though.
Huh?
That wasn't what she asked you.
I answered her question. I said, you can't ask me that because I doesn't share the opinion that that's something I came across. She said, is that a way of exploring their sexuality?
It's a general question.
As I said, me personally, I don't know a 3-year-old that thinks about sexuality. As I said, at the most that I've ever seen, they're curious about their own body parts. My daughter knew what a penis was, but that's because we taught her. She don't know what a penis looked like. She don't know if a penis. She don't want to know if a penis go in her vagina, and she's 3 going.
No, we're not
four,
saying
bro.
in that.
I mean,
Like, you going to, you going, yeah, you going, you not.
My question. Can you repeat back to me my question? What I asked you?
You said, do I think that's a way of them expressing their sexuality?
Unconsciously expressing their sexuality.
Consciously or subconsciously, what does that take away from the question? You still asking the same question, and I still answered it.
Okay,
I said,
Yeah, all right, well,
I don't.
Yeah.
yeah, you gave your opinion. All right, so with Brother Zay, what you want to say, Brother Zay? Oh, really quick. Chrissy, that's the first thing that people do. And I always tell people that. A lot of us don't even hear the questions or what people are saying all the way through because we're listening to respond. If someone is asking a question, let them finish the question before you answer, because you listen for a trigger word and then you jump right in. And the question is not really, you're not getting the full question. So now you got to backtrack and clean up. Instead, just let the person ask the question.
Just for you,
and
it's
answer
for you
it.
and Doc, because I both said the same thing. I was asking both of y'all. I wasn't just specifically asking you.
So,
Guys.
but do y'all feel like I didn't answer the question?
I feel like you didn't listen to it to answer it, so you gave half an answer for me.
Nigga, I did answer the question. I said the question back.
You asked me how I felt. See, you see how that trigger word, you see how you jump right into respond? When you asked me a question and I said something, you responded right away. You see? Instead of
Because
listening.
you just repeated it, nigga. You repeating something you just said.
You're doing it.
Hey.
You going around it.
I just want everyone to listen to understand and not listen to respond. So when we hear, you see, I keep catching myself because I want to jump in, but I want to hear everybody through before I say something.
Gotcha. What was the last question that was brought up? I totally forgot.
All right, so just basically, do you believe that a child is born gay? Do you believe people are born gay or they decide?
People are not born gay.
Okay.
People are not born gay. Nobody born gay.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's either taught or society teaches it, or a child's been touched, took his innocence, been taken. Society's way of forcing it down your throat, because nowadays they're forcing it down our throat. We all know that. We see it every day.
Okay.
They told me I can't say society because they're not generalizing and then blah 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 blah.
No,
But
society. We're on social media. One of the things that's under society, umbrella of society, is going to promote it. And not to be disrespectful to the young lady that was on here, but she was speaking from her own individual experience of homosexuality. She wasn't speaking for everybody.
So,
Because, like my man Jay said, I'm about to be done, bro. That's all I wanted to say. My man Jay said, I don't know a child that's 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 is the age of understanding. 14 is the age of maturity. No child understands. You have to teach them. That's why you have to have a sit down with your boy or your female child and have a sex talk.
and so what did they tell you? Wait. Let me stop it really quick. Hold on, Jay. Hold on. Let me, because he mentioned her. I'm gonna let Star in real quick. Hold on, Jay.
Wait, let me ask the question.
No, wait, you can't. No, that's the problem. You're trying to put a question on top of a question.
I'm just asking for when I say something.
But you're addressing. He said something about her, so she may be one.
I'm asking is,
Hold on.
but you're cutting me off, and you just told
Because I'm trying to let her in so she could give him a clear understanding.
I'm trying to ask the question for the clarification of the debate. That's
Let
what I'm
her.
asking.
Oh my God, Jay, this is
Queen,
crazy.
All I was gonna say is, are we not bringing personal experience into this argument? Because I've heard it brought into here. So if we're not bringing in personal experience, then nobody all around needs to now bring it in. That's what I was saying.
She could bring in personal. Are you a lesbian?
What are you talking about?
Are you a homosexual?
No, I'm not.
Then she could bring it in because she is.
I'm not. You're legend. See,
What she's saying is, what the Queen is saying, is the topic about individual experience or as a whole
Are
experience?
we bringing that into here?
That's
Are we
what she's saying.
You can't speak on something that you lack knowledge of, bro. Like you mentioned something about her. You mentioned something about her. Oh my God, please.
No, Ledge, I understand what they're saying because the question you asked was generally based. So they're saying even though the question that you asked was generally based, personal experiences is going to deviate from the general question. That's how we got to 3 years old, because she brought up her being 3 years old.
Right. So
Yeah.
can she defend herself or no?
We just listen. We're not saying we can't. She can't. We're saying as the debate go on,
Yeah.
can we leave out personal experiences?
Experience, yeah, exactly.
How?
Exactly.
How can you leave out personal? Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. How can we leave out personal experiences, right? If we talking in certain lingos, you cannot leave out personal experience. You can't.
So you
How?
mean to tell me a 3-year-old is thinking about I like dick.
Hold on.
It could be possible. It could be possible. It could be possible.
Like, yo, my daughter don't even know nothing about it.
But hold on, let me answer your question. This is how I think we could speak about like adding our opinions and our personal situations, but still.
If you ain't been through it, you can't speak on it.
Huh?
What you mean?
I only spoke on my daughter being 3 because she brought up being 3 and doing gay shit. Before I said, bro. Before
I
that,
ain't never been bungee
saying,
jumping, but I ain't gonna do it. And I speak on that shit.
Before that, nigga, I kept saying keep it
I ain't
general.
never jump out of a plane, but I
So
but I
real
speak on
quick,
it.
so you're saying because
you had
you're
this conversation
saying
before this
because
even. Hold on, man. You had this conversation before this podcast even started, bro. We said when questions happen, it need to stay general. We had this shit in my live, nigga. So exactly, you're contradicting yourself.
Bro,
we had the same conversation.
if he addresses,
It was just us 3. It was just
so this
us in the
is
box.
what it sounded like. Can I say
remember
something?
that.
It sounded like because
And he
you're
was
3
arguing
or
with
4-year-old have never did anything sexual or don't know anything about it, you're basically saying that no other child who never been touched or molested or even seen anything like that can't be curious or do something like
That's
that.
what we
Like, what are you
said.
talking about?
that's what
That's
she's
something
saying that y'all
you see or
saying.
observe or something happen.
Right now,
We said that.
now listen. She's saying because you guys are saying that because she is that way, that's not the case.
No, we're not saying her. We saying in general. A kid isn't born gay.
How are you speaking in general when you only speaking based off one experience, which is your child not liking or doing anything that in that nature? What are you talking about?
What you mean? I ain't grow up gay.
Well, whoever. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm saying we all was kids. Right?
So
No child was born gay. Nobody's born gay.
So just because you haven't done it, that don't mean other kids.
I ain't want to play sports until I seen what motherfuckers playing ball. I ain't want to learn how to fight until I seen niggas fighting.
Hold on,
But you sitting here basically saying that a child can't be like, oh, I think that this other little girl is cute. Oh, we both got titties. I'm curious. Let me see what her titties look like. Let me see what her titties feel like. It's curiosity. They're fucking kids.
At what age?
That's what they do. It's human nature.
There's different
And then
ages.
these kids is fucking different.
Curiosity is
That's
human
what I'm
nature.
saying.
But at what age does curiosity trigger in? And they're talking on a level of sexuality.
We don't. Everyone is different. Everyone is different. I just told you I talked to a homosexual man. And he said he knew at 7 that he was gay. At 7. And nothing happened to him. No, nothing happened to him in his life. Nothing happened to him. He was gay at 7. And he had a girlfriend. He had to play the image that he had a girlfriend. He never really liked girls. And then when he got older, he told his parents that he was gay. It came out and everybody turned their back on him. But he said the fact of the matter is he knew at 7 years old that he was a homosexual. He knew that. This person told me this verbatim. Go look on one of the episodes of the podcast. It's on there. He's saying this. So just to generalize it, you can't say just because your kid do something and Star didn't, you can't say, well, Star must have been touched or something, or this. We can't say that that's happened.
But look,
we can't say that that's happened.
Let's go back to listening what people say. I never said you had to be touched to turn out.
No,
gay.
you didn't say that. No, you didn't say it, Jay. You didn't say it. You never said nothing about it. You didn't say nothing about
You
it.
said they had to witness or be around that shit for them to even do that at a young age, which is not even always the case.
Thinking about anything sexual at 3 years old, yes. In my personal opinion,
That's
they would have
correct.
had to seen it somewhere.
That's what you said. Now, Dot and now, well, slow down really quick, Dot. I'm gonna let you right in. I'm sorry. Dot and Zay is saying that they had to be touched or something. They had to have
No.
That's what you said. You said they get touched all the time in the churches. Yes or no?
I didn't say that all the time.
No, you said they do get not all. I'm sorry. You maybe not said. You said it happens. Right. Correct. So you saying that's one of the experiences.
This happens when it's somewhat a trigger when it happens, to either sex. You see what I'm
And
saying?
also, we don't know what
I'm not going to say it happens to everybody. No, but society has a way of manipulating, changing the subconscious mind, the way it thinks and the way it operates. Because now you got to think. At the end of the day, your child is 3 or 4. Cartoons are now throwing it in there.
That's true. Now we not now wait, Zay. Before you get too far in that, Zay. Before you get too far in that, we all right now at this stage we understand that they're feeding it now. We understand that absolutely, or been feeding it for quite some time.
Stuck on the age 3 and 4 because that's a super young age.
Yeah, it was probably because or whatever.
He brought up teaching 4-year-olds and being 3.
Oh
no,
yeah,
fourth grader. I ain't saying no. I could have swore somebody said they had a 3 or 4-year-old child.
No,
I said I work with kids of all ages, and a 4th grader told me this. So when y'all was saying 3 to 4-year-olds, I'm like, well, why are we stuck on that number? Because that's super young.
Because he had because they got that age
that
children. They both have a child that age.
3 years old in the closet, and that's why I brought up my daughter being 3. Because you brought up being 3 years old and experiencing
what you experienced, right?
So that's why we brought it up.
Right, got you. And then they both got 3-year-olds. So yeah, that's why that came up.
3-year-old
daughters
girls,
at that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all that was about. But yeah, I just personally like, and it's not to negate anything again, right? Like he said, he believes. Everybody said what they believe. I'm not trying. I just don't want everybody to think that one belief is right and the other one is wrong.
Got you.
Right.
And one thing too, we're not saying it doesn't happen or it's
right. That part too.
Like,
right.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to say.
That
I wasn't saying like it. As I said, I was saying from my opinion, for a child to be that 3, bro, they're very innocent. They're learning about apples, playing with toys. So if I see a 3-year-old thinking about sex, not touching themselves because that's being curious, but thinking about sex, I'm gonna think at the very minimum they seen something on TV they shouldn't have seen. That's just my personal opinion.
So you're saying if they're like performing a sex act, right?
What if it's something that they happen naturally?
No. Wait.
Hold on.
Wait.
I want to ask her this. At 3
No. Answer the question first.
Huh?
She asked the question.
She said, "What if that comes naturally?"
Okay, got you.
I'm about to say, how does that come naturally for a 3-year-old? How does sex come on your mind at 3 years old if you doesn't see it?
Are you talking about like a sexual act? Because you can't know what a 3-year-old is thinking.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, got you.
That you asked, it goes back to the general question that you asked. You said, when does kids know their sexuality? You said, know their sexuality. So that's knowing whether they're straight, gay, or lesbian. That's why, and that's why I said she brought up 3. That's why I brought up 3. So since we're on the topic of 3.
I brought up different flags of why I knew why I was gay.
Right, different footnotes, right.
Because when you brought up 3, people got stuck on the ages of 3.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. I'm so sorry. Wait a minute. You want to come in? Because that's different.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta remember your general question and stay on your general question, because it was, when do kids know their sexuality?
No, I mean, no. Was that it may have been, but even everyone's opinion is going to be different. So you may feel like at a certain, like Zay said at 7. I like what Zay said with the 7 is understanding and what 14 is the choice, a decision.
Maturity.
Maturity. Okay, got you. I got you. 14 is maturity, and 7 is. What's up, guys?
We all don't have to agree. We just have to stay along the general question.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Like it's going with any type of conversation. This is a super duper great.
And I just feel like we should be able to respect other people's opinions.
No, we all do.
No, don't. You know what I mean?
Don't let it. Don't because
no, I'm just saying in general because I want to know why you think that way. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know your opinion and why you feel that way.
Right. Because
everybody's mind is different. Everybody been through different things.
Who is this? ENT. And hold on. Let me let's see what North got to say really quick. Hold on, Jay. I'm gonna let you right back in, bro.
It's studies, right? And everybody's opinion can't be wrong. But if your opinion ain't based
Can I say something real quick? Can y'all hear me?
Hold on, AT, hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, hold on. He is saying something. Hold on, North was saying something. Hold on, AT, hold on. Go ahead, what you saying?
like you were saying, the level of maturity is studies that find out about that, like sexual maturity varies in human beings. You can say what is usual or not usual, but for you to say it had to be a catalyst for a human being to go this way or that way, I think it's a little short-sighted because we're vastly different. Some people might start having sex at 6, some might not have sex to 50. So if a person goes 80 years and doesn't have sex, then how could I scream about, well, ain't nobody out here 40 and not fucking? No.
Right.
Clearly there are people that may have known they were homosexual, I apologize. And then some people might have found out later on or been curious at a young age or not curious at all. It's tomboys and tomgirls, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like, that's what I think. I think like everybody is entitled to their opinion,
right?
But when you stating what your opinion is with such strong feeling,
right,
you should have something other than your own experience to back it up.
Got you.
And with this day and age, there's plenty of information out here, so get some information.
Right,
you're not too sure about what you're talking about.
Got you. All right, hold on. Let me really quick. Let me let ENT get in real quick. Let me let ENT get in. ENT.
Yeah, I've been listening. All right, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so I've been listening to y'all for a while. Almost everybody know I do have a gay son, right? And the crazy part is every situation y'all said, 'cause I talked to gay people, I couldn't accept the gay shit or whatever.
Right.
Everything everybody said is true. Like, it could be from society, it could be from getting molested, and some of it is motherfuckers just feel like they was born gay. So all that shit is true, but every individual has a different story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, but they was right by like 7, 9. That's when they really know if they like boys or girls, because they know the difference.
Got you.
That 3-year-old shit, them all could barely fucking wipe their own ass.
Yeah, that was just the 3 and 4-year-old thing just wasn't even, it just got caught up in the mix. That wasn't really, you know what I mean? It wasn't no situation where that was,
when they know.
Yeah, it wasn't no situation where it was.
It was there, but when the curiosity could start in, like you could be in daycare and y'all changing in the same room, like, oh, she got her nipples out, just curiosity.
Yeah, no one said they know their sexuality. Right. Got you.
Yeah,
real shit. Because when it got brought to me, young boy was 7. Right. I said, no, motherfucker, like you still young, there's pussy out here. You know what I'm saying? So see what you really want. By like 13, 14, he was like, yo, no, like this is what I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everyone know I love pussy. I had pussy all around my children. So he just said, Dad, that's just how I feel. I'm more attracted to guys that like I don't even like female. So like everybody's situation is different, but everything that everybody brought up that does happen. I talked to his friends, like, yo, like why you a fag? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, we ain't gonna use a fag word. I am recording, man, but why are you
But why you gay when everybody's story was different? You know what I'm saying? So everything y'all saying is correct. It's just everybody had probably situation is different.
Right.
But it's always one of them though. That's the crazy part. It's always one of those situations that everybody brought up. Exactly.
Right. It just at that time I felt like everybody was getting their shit in at the same time. So it seemed like people were saying different things. That's what it felt at that time when they really got like that. That's what I kind of felt like.
Yeah, but all that shit is true. I just think everybody said is true. Just everybody's shit is different stories.
Right. The people trying to make their opinion factor law, right?
So it's funny that we kind of on this topic because when I was live not too long ago, some boo was really arguing me because I do have a girlfriend. I said I do feel like I could be with her forever and I love her and I do like females more. He was basically saying that you don't really know if you could be with a female forever. Like, can't no female be happily with another female, this and the third? And I'm just like, it's just sad that people think like that.
The ideology of people nowadays.
If you have a bitch with a strap or if she takes strap, she's not really gay. How? Just because she like penetration, that don't mean that she want a nigga to do. Like, what the fuck?
Star, can I ask you a question, Star?
What's up?
You have children?
No.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Why you asking me that?
No disrespect, but I have a friend. My friend, she's one of them that says she was born gay. She's never been with a man, but she still craves a man.
Oh, let me tell you something.
Can I finish?
You know what's crazy?
Hold on, Star.
Go ahead.
She's never been with a man, and it just so happened her name is Jay. So she's never been with a man, but she still craves a man. And I say, how do you crave a man? And I said, you never felt the man. She said, it's universal. She said, I'm always going to crave a man. She said, and then she says to her, to be gay, a woman, you can't bear children, because any woman that bears children, you're just playing gay. That's her opinion.
That's her opinion. Okay. She's entitled to that. She's entitled to that. That's her opinion.
All right, I like
Go
that.
ahead, Star.
So my whole thing is, I just feel like, first of all, the generation is different. It's different for every day. And me and my girlfriend talked about this plenty of times. But let me tell you this. I didn't know, for real, that I really wanted to truly be with a female forever until I actually started dating and fucking men. I didn't have sex with a man until I was 18. 18 years old, that's when I started having sex. Before that, I was always having sex with females. And I've been with a few guys. But after those experiences, I just like, you know what? I feel like I'm more comfortable with a female. Now, the girl that I'm with now, she is my longest relationship.
Time out, Star, before you carry on. Now, I'm about to go and I'm going to ask you a question. Can I ask you this question? This personal question?
Go ahead. Yeah.
What was the experience
with
these men that triggered that? Well, I'm going to use the word trigger. I'm not going to say anything out of ordinary. Trigger you to a woman.
Or what was it? Can I try to? I guess it's what was it
Every
about?
time I was with them, I always thought about a woman. And on top of that, I just felt like in certain ways, I was a lot more masculine, that I wasn't willing to be submissive for one. And I just feel like if you're going to be with a man, you have to be submissive. And I wasn't with that.
Oh, okay.
That's like, I'm going to be real. I'm not with that. I'm not willing to be submissive. So if you're going to be with a man, you have to be submissive. I'm not doing that. When I fuck with bitches, I'm the dominant one. I'm the one fucking them. I'm the one who put my foot down, all of that. So I knew what it was with fucking with men. Number two, sex is good and all of that, but I just didn't really enjoy it as much. I feel like when I have sex with women, it's more fun, it's more intimate. I like the female body. They are beautiful. I like titties. The pussy is beautiful. Like all of that. Like, I just feel like women are beautiful. And we understand each other more. And what made me feel like I definitely want to marry a female is because when I met my girl, first of all, she's my first girlfriend. And I've been with, I ain't gonna say a lot of females, but a few, plenty of females. And I dated girls who done had sex with whatever. But she is the first one that I decided to make my girlfriend because, number one, she is the thrilliest person I ever met. I'm gonna just give you an example. I could be at work all day and she'll probably have a day off, be in my house just chilling. She will text me and be like, listen, babe, I got your clothes waiting for you in the bathroom so you can take a shower. I got an elbow. We're gonna smoke and I'm gonna eat your pussy. First of all, that's something that a nigga will wish they fucking had. Let's just start there. She do shit that niggas wish they was coming home to. And I'm not even a nigga. So the fact that my bitch is willing to do that for me, yeah, thank you. Now, this is another thing. She do whatever the fuck I say. I could be like, babe, can you come over and clean my house because I don't feel like it?
Star, how many men have you dated? How many women have you dated?
I dated a few men. I had 3 boyfriends in my life, and I done dealt with a few men.
What's a few, Star? Give me a number, baby.
We ain't doing all that.
I mean,
we ain't dropping numbers.
Because
listen.
Okay.
As far as serious relationships, I had 3 boyfriends. I never actually really dated a female. I was mostly fucking them. but I was actually dating men. But as far as me actually dating them, I knew that I wasn't meant to be with them. If I'm just fucking these bitches with no emotional attachment, and I'm actually being in a relationship with these men, and I still decide that I don't want to be with them, then what did that mean I like more? Let's be real.
Yeah, that's
what did that mean I like more?
Yeah.
I done lived with a nigga and everything. Like, I've been through all of that. But that's not my twist. I want to be with a female.
Yeah.
That's just my preference.
She ain't had to go through no bad experiences.
I don't feel like
or nothing.
I was about to say, I feel like this is getting a lot into questioning her sexuality and going off.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it as it being her. I'm just thinking because she's that person that lives that lifestyle. So I always think people asking general questions and then people gonna give general answers. I don't never believe that people gonna get too in depth into their own
just want to say
personal stuff.
To the podcast listeners,
oh man,
y'all gonna be like, they're gonna be like, the boy, whoever disrespectful is, he asked these questions in the beginning. Are we staying or are we going to a new topic? These motherfuckers switch the topic on me and then look at it.
So
we disagreeing to agree about some shit.
Right, we getting a real time answer from somebody in the community. Right, that's what we're here to do. So our opinions still could be whatever they are, but she's telling us on a factual base because she lives the life.
No, but Queen, in the beginning, you told me y'all staying on the topic.
So why you arguing with?
Contradict your words.
Listen.
Y'all didn't.
The comments is being biased and they contradicting down there. Don't even read that.
So listen to what I'm saying to you, man. We gonna mute that every so often. See, Dot just wanted to be muted because he just came in. He always liked to disrupt things and then think it's gonna pick up where I don't know who Dot thinks he. Well, damn. I don't know who he thinks he is. But so let's talk about I don't even fucking know. I don't know. Give me something to talk about. Y'all want to answer some questions? Y'all want me to ask questions? What's happening? Dot, you want to do the prank call? What's going on with you?
Where's some more questions? We just stand in a good light with the general questions.
What's the worst injuries you've ever had?
The comments are relevant. I'm reading comments, but that's how I know it's a few people that's contradicting themselves and they just being biased.
And
like first I was saying let her continue, but then when I said I feel like they questioning her sexuality, y'all was like, right. So which one is it? Let her finish being questioned or let her go about her sexuality? That's why I'm like, y'all flip-flopping.
Yeah.
But it's the thing. I don't never need to question my sexuality because I know that I am attracted to both genders. Just like, for example, a nigga can be gay, but he just still fuck bitches. That don't mean that he want to be with a female, but he will still probably fuck a female, but want to be with a man. So just because I'm attracted to a man, that don't mean that I will be in a relationship with you and pursue a family with you.
Right.
Yeah,
I might fuck you, go on a date. I find you
have to explain why.
Yeah, he's saying. That's what he's saying. You don't have to.
You have the right to that shit.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. You didn't have to get into that. But that's what I was saying. I didn't think she would get into it personally. I was just thinking she's giving it from the lifestyle aspect of it. She shouldn't have to, but if she talking, let her finish. It's contradicting this history. So where
it's supposed to be a spectrum. It's supposed to be on 1 to 6.
Yeah. So
you heard me, lady?
Do you feel uncomfortable
you heard me, lady?
sharing, Star?
What's her name, Star?
Yeah. Now listen. To answer and Queen, I do agree with the cutting off.
It's supposed to be like the Kinsey Institute new report on sex.
Who that? See?
The Kinsey Institute new report on sex. After they did, I think like down for people.
Who the fuck's phone was that?
Huh?
What is that?
Somebody talking. I don't know shit.
You watching Judge
Who
Judy?
Hold on. Come on.
You can't hear it no more.
We ain't know what it was.
You hear it already.
Okay, what happened? Somebody said Star.
I said the Kinsey Institute new report on sex.
I think he thought it was you.
It's supposed to be a spectrum. You heard me? You heard me, Legendary?
What you were saying, North? Because it was too much traffic.
I said it's supposed to be a spectrum from 1 to 6. They saying everybody lands in the spectrum from 1 to 6. 1 being completely heterosexual, don't think about the other sex, such and such, such and such. 6 being, like she said, the gold star lesbians that never touch a man, such and such, such and such. You find out where you at on the spectrum. You know what I mean? You might be 1, you might be 6, but it's everybody. It's everybody. Everybody got to individually like stand in their truth if they like the opposite sex, or if they don't, or if they like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I don't know. Whoever is individual.
We all
Nobody is wrong.
Just a little bit. Because my first question is, who came
Nobody
up
is wrong.
Exactly. Who came up with those measurements, and what the fuck do those measurements mean? What?
No, do not answer that question.
I started with that. I said
who the
This shit getting crazy.
It's 2 people. Nah, because it's 3. There are 3 people that really grind my gears because they will go so far off topic. You'll be like, you got a question like, where did this? Yeah, real shit. Like, no, you can't, because he died, aka Mr. Disrespectful, North, and Cold Soul.
Hold on, you got the AKA. That nigga's AKA the Riddler.
Like, where did this?
She was talking about wanting to be with a woman, liking a man, having some.
So you telling her how she got there?
Women.
Is that what you're saying? Scientifically, that's how she got there.
From 1 to 6.
Scientifically,
no.
From the Kinsey Institute of Homosexuality. Like, what's I'm.
No, it's not on homosexuality. It's on sex. It was a vastly funded research paper.
All right, no more. That's some shit that somebody made up, that they came up with and said, you know what, we're gonna call it the Kinsey Institute Studies of Homosexuality or Sexuality. Like, come on, bro.
Like, but look, hold on, because Queen explained what he's trying to say better, right? But even when it's breaking down, right, my question is, why is there a test to gauge how gay or straight you are? Who came up with this shit?
I was about to say, why the fuck do it matter? We all human beings and we all attractive in some type of way. So why does it matter because we might like the same fucking gender?
No, that's why my first question was, like, why did they come up with this shit?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why the fuck do it even matter?
Well, it matters to
we
me.
all human beings.
You're hogging all the pussy. You're hogging all the pussy.
All right, come on. Who's next in line? Who's next, y'all? Oh, let me ask some questions, man. Let me ask some questions, man. Let me go over here to these questions. What's an irrational fear you had as a kid? Huh?
Did you ever hear? Did you hear about the women looking for equality in marriage?
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Wait, what? Okay. He asked the person, now we're talking about equality in marriage. So what's one we talking about?
King come from with that one. He said, did you ever hear about the equality in frogs and roofs? So, you gotta break them up.
Wait for the question, bro.
What was it? Oh,
you ready, Doc? You ready? Let me call these numbers, y'all. Hold on. Let me call these numbers, man, because this nigga here. Yeah, you already know what time it is, bro. Y'all niggas acting crazy, bro. Why? What you mean? Oh, well, I ain't letting you in there, man. Get him out of here. Next. Who next in line?
Not right now.
This nigga, he's being insubordination. Why you ask?
Guys, can we talk? You want to call people and shit. Come, you on a podcast, talk to us. Let's have a conversation.
First thing you gonna need to understand is this is my motherfucking podcast, and I'll let you talk when I want to. You understand me? Dick run this car, not pussy. You feel me? Shout out to the real niggas in the building, though. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking dickhead.
Nah, fuck that shit. Who is this? Oh my God. Now this is one that's gonna send us over the roof, y'all. Hold on.
But what is dick without a pussy to come out of it?
Oh my God, hold on.
But Les, what is dick without?
Hold on, start with this bullshit.
Somebody gotta go.
Somebody gotta go.
Yo,
How we get them out of here? That's how we do that. Fucking who the hell is that? Bro, I don't be playing with no motherfucking body, bro. What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck going on around here, man. Y'all niggas that came in the wrong motherfucking live today, Playboy. What's up, POP? What you got going on? I don't fuck the man. They leave me the fuck alone with that shit. They got going on whatever they got going on and keep it going on. I don't want no parts, bro. I'm not letting you in, bro. You can forget about that shit. You be better off calling my phone and telling me what you got to say. Yeah, they drawing. This is what I'm saying, man. Motherfuckers. I'd like to thank you guys for being tuned into the Based on Everything podcast, brought to y'all by me, Ish, aka Legendary, the good people over at Legendary Entertainment Company. Every so often we get a couple motherfuckers that just shoots my fucking light bulb out as soon as I see him. I don't understand it. This nigga is in a party. My name Lil Daryl. Hi. This nigga is in a party. I'm filming a podcast. He's in a party. What do you want me to do, bro? Help me understand. Love, if you at that party, you're not getting in. You might as well take it back. That shit is over with. I'm not letting no person at this rendezvous shindig gathering that y'all got going on is getting in here right now while I'm filming this podcast. I'm sorry, guys.
Y'all had a party watching the live with no headphones. That shit crazy.
Yeah, the party is on bull crap. Yeah, nah, they could go ahead and forget about that. So the question was,
irrational fears.
would you, no, fuck that shit. Fuck all that and all that, man. Y'all done pissed me off now. I'm about to fuck somebody up. Ooh, sorry. Would you travel to a different planet if given the opportunity?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to see what's all the hype about Mars.
I'm cool.
Why not?
Oh shit, my fault.
And then you got this nigga in here, the imaginary nigga from NASA. He about to answer with a crazy ass answer.
Yeah, here it come. Here it come. Here it
We
come.
can learn something from them, Jay.
No. Here it come. Hold on. Here it come. Come on, Dot. Bring it. Come on with it, Dot. Shout out to Dot. Come on with it. If you could move to another country, another planet, would you? And why?
Yeah. To get away from y'all stupid motherfuckers and to prove that the earth is flat.
Yeah, get him out of here, bro.
Yeah, see. Yeah, how you feel, Star? If you could go to another planet, would you?
Star?
No, Star asleep. All right, go ahead.
Just a visit, yeah. I don't know about living there.
Okay, just a visit. Okay. Come.
I mean, if you want to get into the technical answer, then yeah.
What's going on?
Personally, I feel like if Mars is just like Earth and haven't been inhabited by humans yet, the lifespan is longer. So why not go there? Because let's say global warming do happen. Even if it don't happen in my lifetime, I know that shit gonna happen eventually.
So what's happening in these comments though? What's going on?
No, now, so wait, so what you, hold on. Did this nigga just say he want to go to Mars? Like he want, cause what you say about Mars again?
Cause you know how they say Mars is the closest thing to Earth as far as like the gravity, the Earth, the air and shit like that.
Oh, you talking about as far as the surface? As far as
How would they know?
being
How would
there.
they
Yeah,
know?
like how compared to
Gotcha.
all other planets, how it's real similar to Earth, like the
Gotcha.
gravity level, the air is more inhabitable to humans than any other planet.
Got you.
Now, where I'm getting at is how would we know that?
They saying studies say that the same way you know that the Earth is flat, Doc.
So they actually left been to Mars, is what you saying. So y'all believe that these
Listen,
niggas
hold on. When you a motherfucker that believe the earth flat, when you ask questions like that, we gonna ask you, do you know somebody that fell off the flat earth? Do you know somebody that been on the underside? If you can't answer those questions,
but your theory's not making sense when I tell you that the water would go with the curvature if it was a sphere. Why isn't the water falling on everybody? Why isn't it flood? Like, makes sense. Now, all I'm saying is with this. Y'all some pieces of work. Damn.
So listen, this is what I
They
want
talking
to know.
about they want to go, like, bro, they never been out of space. You can't get out.
Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all been or would y'all ever get hypnotized?
No.
Ditto.
I know somebody that went to New Orleans, and I don't know if they got their shit read or if they got. Listen, something happened to them where the lady was like reading them their life, their family's life, bro. And bro, I'm telling you, this was my sister's girlfriend. My sister's girlfriend since she was like fucking 13, bro. She was a wealthy. Her family was middle to high class. She never wanted for nothing. When they did what she did, she went over there with her activist people. They got scared of the reading and pulled her out in the middle of it. And the lady tried to warn them, was like, no, you gotta let her reading finish. Or some bad's gonna happen. They didn't fucking believe the lady. Bro, she came over here and fucking completely changed. Nigga, she owned a Mercedes-Benz, had her own apartment. Bro, she came back and stole her best friend's bicycle. Stole his phone, and till this day, she's still mentally fucked up, bro. She's not the same. So, yeah, I'm not playing with that shit.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Next question.
How do you feel about public speaking, brother Doc?
I like that shit.
Do you think you could be a public speaker? In reality?
Yeah.
Based off of personality, people gonna look at him like Malcolm X on PCP. He gonna have him on the right track, and then he gonna say some wild shit.
That don't have no politically correctness. It's gonna be a lot of bitches and hoes, a lot of niggas and shit like that. It's not given. I'm sorry, for me, that's my opinion.
I'm gonna be giving you a lot of everything.
So in my opinion, it wouldn't be a good idea to have you public speaking.
Yeah, I got a random question.
Excuse me?
I got a random question. It's not really a question because it's kind of rhetorical, but I just feel like I really want to be a weed advocate because, first of all, weed should be legal all over. I don't give a fuck. And it's like, if it's legal in some states, why not in all states if we all united? Also,
so it's amen to that.
No, that's real shit. But listen, this was killing me. They legalize all the shit that can actually kill us. They give us drugs, perks, Xannies, syrup, all this other shit that's fucking legal, right? That you can actually go and get. The one thing that nobody ever dies from is not legal. Or at least in most places. You know what I mean? What is the big issue on weed when y'all give us shit that we can actually die from? Alcohol. People can die from alcohol poisoning, DUI, all that other shit.
Opioid.
So what's the issue on weed?
Because they don't want us to know that it's a mental enhancement. That's why.
I mean, technically, I don't know how true this is. Well, I know it's some truth. I don't know if it's the complete truth. But one reason.
Yes, it is. You tripping?
Huh? Nigga, I didn't.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the comments.
The comments. Who's reading the comments?
I can't even see the comments. I'm still stuck on she mad because her party lame.
Bullshit.
Oh, all right. I didn't scroll down.
Hey, motherfuckers later, man.
But one reason why they
talking about now?
They trying to make the most money off of it. Not saying there's nothing.
Before paper, paper was, they found out you could use wood to make paper, right? And then afterwards, when they already got the structure of the paper factories and shit, the paper market situated, they found out about hemp. And it was a way cheaper way, all that shit. That was one reason.
Yo, you an ignorant motherfucker too.
Everybody ain't worrying about this motherfucker.
What you think he is? Hey, cat, you better get away from me.
Y'all good? Y'all done talking about weed advocacy?
All right, fuck that.
Is y'all done talking about weed advocacy?
Don't
Y'all
try to
niggas
play
high.
your-
Yo, this
Yeah,
some, yo, I'm so, listen, this some real shit. Listen, this some real shit. I'm high as a motherfucker. Y'all talk about weed advocacy. I'm like, what? I don't give a fuck whether they do it
I
or
do wanna
not.
say
I'm
one
gonna be
thing,
high
though.
He
regardless.
said as
Just
long
think
as I
about this,
smoke
dog.
You're not wrong though. Like, it doesn't make sense.
I mean,
Like,
yeah. No, she did say random though.
ain't nobody
She
died
did.
from smoking no weed.
Exactly.
Oh,
Think
shit,
about how
right,
many
right.
bars it is. If they took the liquor out of the bars and turned them into weed cafes, and they turned them into weed cafes.
I could go
Then
to the
what?
store and drink
Bro,
my
you
life
gotta
away
ask
and
another question
fucking
before we
die.
get back
And
on
you
this.
mad because I want to smoke some fucking weed? Like, that don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah, shout out to all the weed people. Make sure y'all go and invest in the parent
Then
company.
they got benefits.
And make sure y'all invest in that monogram marijuana. Shout out to Rock Nation, Live Nation, and all those type of nations. You feel me? The parent company, THPO. That's what it is.
Nigga, don't be advertising somebody else shit that
It's
ain't.
mine. I invested in it
I'm
in
going
real
to
life.
my black homie. That shit unpacked, and I know the money's going straight to his pocket.
Okay, here we go. Shout out to the country gal. Why she coming here like, y'all feel it?
Y'all
Hey,
got
y'all.
Hey, y'all. Shout out to Queen Chrissy. What's up, Queen Chrissy?
One thing to say about the government. So, y'all know
Government,
that
GUV,
if everybody
MENT.
smoke weed, like, let's say all the bars turn into weed bars and everything like that, and everybody smoke weed, there would be pretty much non-existent crime because everybody would be pretty much chill. So the government cannot make money off of that in general. So, like, if everybody high, they can't make money off niggas going to jail because niggas ain't doing shit no more. They just sitting down getting high. They can't make money off of profits because they're not selling it. Niggas selling it in the hood. I mean, I know it's still going to be crime, but it's going to pretty much cut that down significantly. And everything that they making money off of, big pharma, jail, prison, things like that.
Drunk
they
driving
can't
will
make
go
that
down.
money. So everything is about money. Y'all know that.
Yeah, we know that. Shout out to the money shit, man. I don't even give a fuck about no money.
I definitely agree. They just stupid because either way we still getting high legally or illegally. So, but if it was legal, we would do it so much more. Weed, we still getting high. We still smoking weed in the bars. We still doing shit that we're not supposed to be doing. So they might as well let us do it.
And just take the liquor away. Fuck
Yeah,
the
they gotta take the other stuff away. If it's still here, people still.
They should treat liquor as a fact of how they treat marijuana. Cause that's kill. You could die from it.
Right.
And what's the first thing a person say when they was drunk and they kill somebody? I was drunk. It wasn't me.
Right.
Cause you eating the spirit. That's why they call it wine and spirit. But that's a different conversation. I don't want to have with y'all because half of y'all was in LJ and I ain't with that. So let's go somewhere.
when people be going to the hospital with y'all, it's not going to completely fucking, like, feed their urge. The motherfuckers, when they can't eat and shit, that's smoking weed to make them hungry and shit.
Chronic pain and everything.
Did y'all owe anybody any favors?
Damn, it got quiet.
I was looking for the question. Do y'all owe anybody any favors?
Nope.
Oh, all right. What's your?
Yeah. Excuse my language.
No.
Yeah.
Get him out of here. You can say that from the comments, cuzzy. What's your excuse to get out? What's your go-to excuse to get out of plans? Like, what's your go-to?
My daughter or work.
Damn.
I'm tired. I just don't want to go.
Tight. Damn, that works.
I changed my mind.
My go-to excuse is no.
I gotta work. I work these jobs.
It's no.
I'ma just tell them like.
But no isn't an excuse. That's just saying fuck no.
Yeah, that's my excuse.
It's not an excuse.
Nigga, you ain't gonna tell me what the fucking excuse is to me, nigga. That's my fucking excuse, nigga. Yeah.
fuck you. Because by definition, ain't an excuse, but okay.
This dude is crazy. So when was the last time you lost track of time?
Every day.
Damn. What was you doing?
Right now.
What was you doing?
On these damn lives.
What did you have to do?
Wait, what did you say? What was the
When
question?
they black out the top.
When was the last time you lost track of time?
What was the question?
Wake up. When was the last time Star Stizzy
She lost track of time.
lost track of time, and what was she doing?
Sleeping just now.
I was listening to y'all, but I didn't hear the question.
Again?
I heard her response, but I didn't hear what you asked her.
When was the last time you lost track of time?
And probably right now, because
Shout out to the nigga saying right now. Answering for it. CJ, you smart, boy. You smart. If you had to wear one outfit for the rest of your life, what would it be?
nothing.
I was about to say a onesie.
I don't cherish.
I was about to say a onesie.
Bro, it ain't about what you cherishing, bro. You only got one thing you could wear for the rest of your life. What would it be? One outfit.
I'm gonna have to go old school, a suit. You can't go wrong with a suit.
This nigga gonna die out there. Die.
You can take the suit jacket off though.
But exactly.
Bruh, that shit gonna be standing up by itself,
It's the
bruh.
only thing you gotta deal with. But look, this nigga about to wear some basketball shorts and a basketball shirt. Every interview he show up to, get the fuck out of here. Even when you go to school.
Actually, if I had to wear one outfit for the rest of my life, it would be a black button up, some black jeans, and some black Air Max 95s. In
Very
real life.
specific.
In real life.
That's a Philly nigga like.
Very specific.
Well, what about you, Queen?
I said a onesie, something like a something that I could like take down, pull up, you know, like a little onesie or a little romper or something like that.
I respect that. What about you,
Be
Star?
warm, but also I could be cold, cool at the same time.
Damn, you alright, black man?
Don't
You need to
start.
take-
Don't start.
I'm laughing at this dumbass in the comments.
No, real shit. Yeah, he looked like a funeral director. He talking about a suit. He in there ready to get a sermon. Who is your current celebrity crush? Who y'all current celebrity crush?
Oh, damn.
No? And you ain't like, boy, Angela Bassett, I'll tear that ass up.
I
Play
was
with
about to
me
say
if
it's
you
a
want.
woman, if anything.
Who is it?
Currently, no, but back in the day, it used to be the chick from Fast and Furious.
Bro, did you see Angela Bassett?
Yeah, she said Angela Bassett, like young Angela Bassett.
I'm talking about Angela Bassett,
Oh,
all
Angela
65
Bassett
of her
is
right
shit,
now.
too.
I'm talking about all 65 of her right now. Well, Topanga dead, ain't she?
No.
Oh, my bad. Damn, my bad,
That girl is
Topanga. I ain't mean to
not
kill you off, baby girl. My bad. So,
I'm gonna say look at this moment in time. Currently, I'm gonna say Lil Meech.
I don't know how you look right now, but
now she talking about Big Meech. Shout out to Little Beach. Got these women out here calling me Big Beach.
I seen that shit on Instagram today. I was like, these women is crazy. They crazy.
What is?
Now they trying to fake now.
What is the one quality that a friend, before they could be a friend, a person must possess before they could be a friend?
before they could be a friend.
Yeah, before you consider them a friend, what's the one quality that they must have? Or is there a quality that they must have?
Not just one.
Like one, no, I mean, so you don't have just one that they must have.
I was thinking loyalty, but I'd rather have your respect. Because if you respect me, you'll become loyal.
Dot is really big on this loyal thing. Sidebar, like he's
I like
really big on
loyalty
it.
too, but
So
I
shout out
can't
to
expect
him,
somebody
man.
to be loyal. Just, you know, you can't expect you out of everybody. Like, I don't know. Some people.
I just
some
want them to
people
be
loyal,
honest,
that's not the
man.
same.
I just want them to be honest. Before I could make you a friend, I just want you to be honest, like dead ass honest. If I do some nut shit, you pull me up on it. You feel what I'm saying? Doc, I'm not letting you back in here, Doc. You getting in here burping and belting. Come on, man. I ain't with it. Doc, you need to understand, bro. I was raised with manners, bro. That shit is ignorant, and I don't really particularly care for you to be burping and all that shit, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You my man. Real shit. No, because I don't like a person to be smacking. Like if you call me on the phone and you chewing and all that shit, get the fuck off my line. No cap. So
Hey, boy.
you. So what you can do is you could like take the
You said
phone
how much
away.
again.
You could like take the phone away, let that shit out some other type of way. Doc, I was hearing you eat. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But that's not up for debate, bro. Like this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Porter, please. What is Porter doing in here tonight? Shout out to Porter, please. Oh, yeah, that's it. Just honesty. That's the one thing that they must possess. Just honesty.
Yeah, respect for me.
So, Jay, what you say, Jay?
Nah,
Oh, you said you don't have one.
Nah, once you say honesty, I agree with
you. Say
I'm
honesty.
like, regardless of where we are, once I find the littlest things, once I find out you is dishonest about something, it changed the way.
Yeah, it's over. The whole relationship is over. In any sense of the word. So do y'all think that y'all been more fortunate throughout y'all lives or more unfortunate?
For sure.
Which one?
Definitely fortunate.
Unfortunate? You say unfortunate? Jay?
I said fortunate.
Oh, fortunate. What you say, Star? Is she alive?
Fortunate.
Star, are you alive, Star? Are you on a trip right now, Star?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
I
hear
feel
you.
like based off perception.
No,
It
I'm
is.
really listening to y'all the whole time.
It is.
I don't
It's
know if y'all
definitely-
can hear me because my phone is in the pillow, but I'm talking. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's definitely based off
Here, I'll even
perception.
turn my light on. Hold on. I'm up. I'm listening.
Now Porter talking about, I bet y'all single. I bet you single too, Porter. Fuck out of here.
Shit, I've been single for 7 years, proudly.
Not me.
I think I've been more fortunate, man, because I'm still here. To be honest with you.
It's definitely perception thing, because if you a glass half full type of person, you'll think about life differently than a glass half empty type of person.
I was gonna say that's the same.
So,
So
how do you?
With that, hold on. Let me ask this question. With that being said, do you believe that in most situations, being a victim is a mentality?
No. Or you said most situations?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
not the situations of like rape
Where they
or
actually
being
victim.
sad,
Not the
but I'm saying,
action.
when people go through life and they feel like they're the victim in most situations, do you feel like that's a mentality based thing?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people put themselves in situations and then they can't figure out how to get out of them. So they try to find somebody to blame rather than actually trying to do the work on themselves and get out of it. Most of us won't do the work on ourselves because we're scared of what's going to happen when we do or what we're going to find out or how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, that's it. Right there, all in a nutshell. I like the way you did that, Chrissy. I like the way you did that. Shout out to Chrissy.
I like that you asked me to elaborate rather than just assume that I was talking about rape and stabbing, because that's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But they gotta listen to the.
We adults in here.
We gotta listen to what
Thank
you said,
you.
the victim mentality. Me, I was listening to that. So, how do y'all imagine, or do y'all have how do you think a stranger? How do y'all imagine a stranger describing y'all?
That's a good question.
And this, I feel like with this, to give a complete answer, you have to be honest. Because I personally feel like people think that I always have to be right. I'm a person where, like,
What's up,
I
instigator?
don't try to fit in. Like, when me and him, we was in the podcast the other day, and he was like re-introing everybody, and it was based off religion. And he was like, such and such is this, such and such is this, and he was like, J, just J. And some people would take offense to that. Not me, because I realize I'm very different than most people. So it's all about perception base. If you get a lot of my bullshit, you gonna explain a lot of my bullshit, especially if you cause it. But if you make it to the loving side, that's the side you're gonna see.
Gotcha.
That's a fact. I like that.
I know how they describe me.
You think your legs.
I know exactly how they would describe me.
Me too.
Cause they do it. They. Well, how is it? How would you describe me?
Well, Kira said your black ass, so
I ain't worrying about her. She.
you definitely black.
I ain't worrying about her at all. They say I'm weird. Now if it's like he said, it's two sides. Like some people, I just give up. They get the fuck away from me energy. Like I don't like I give that off on purpose. But like if you're lucky enough for me to, get around you, you'll see they'll be like, yo, that boy cool as shit. Ask Kira, she know. Kira know. You know what I'm saying? She know. Porter know. There's people here that know that I've met in person. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Dot, I didn't know who Dot was. This Dot right here, I know who this Dot is. That the Dot that he wasn't nothing like what I thought he would be like at all. No, for real, it's not a bad thing. It's just like you might have I just thought, first of all, I thought Dot was a goofy ass nigga. I just knew Dot was a goofy nigga, right? In all reality, until a situation played out. And then it's like, oh, I thought Bull was, oh no, that ain't that. And then through, trial and time, you know what I'm saying, I grew to know who he is. He's an asshole. So that's cool.
That'd be it right there.
Niggas like Malcolm X on PCP.
Yeah, he definitely like Malcolm X on PCP. Yeah. That.
It'd be like.
So, what you think they say about you, Chrissy?
That I'm a country girl.
She country as a motherfucker. You know that's what they gonna say. She country as a motherfucker.
She smile all the time. She nice. I'm too Joe though. I'm too Joe. They'll say that about me. Like I'm friendly as fuck. I ain't even gonna hold you. But also I have an asshole side, so that's the problem. Like it's like people get when they first meet me, they get
What's up,
nice
PRPs?
and happy and it's real.
Right.
But if you change up on me, I'm gonna give you what you asking for. So that's what it is. If you change up, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna reciprocate that energy.
All right, got you. What you say, Star?
I'm a country girl. I just be chilling.
She a country girl. Alright. What they gonna say about Star?
Nonchalant. What was the first word?
Genuine.
I'm very genuine, but I'm nonchalant, and I give up on people very fast, like very fast.
Why?
Hey,
And it's like I can love you, fuck with you so heavy, but I have a pride issue. Like my pride will get in the way. I will fucking cut you off even if I cry myself to sleep. So I'm still willing to let you know that.
can I ask you a question?
What's up?
When you cut people off, do you do it for no reason sometimes, or is it always a reason and it's something that was detrimental to you?
I feel like it's always a reason. Now, what I can admit is this. I can be very dramatic. I feel like certain situations don't be that deep. Like, you ain't have to cut them off. You ain't have to block them, do this and that third. But this is the thing. I don't like being played with, and I don't like wasting my time. And if you know that I don't like something and you continue to do it, or make me feel like my feelings are invalid because you might respond a different way than I have responded, then that's corny. I don't like that. If you do something to me and I don't like it, and you turn around and be like, well, you did it to me, I wouldn't do all that. Don't do that. at least acknowledge the fact that you made me feel some type of way and just be like, all right, my fault. I didn't mean it that way. Don't make it seem like I'm fucking tripping.
Right.
So once you do that, I'm the fuck out. Bye. Because I'm very upfront and I'm very blunt. Like I say what it is and I don't hold nothing back.
They call that brutal honesty.
Okay, I'm gonna piggyback off of that, because I think that you need to give yourself grace. When you cut people off, you're not being dramatic. You are protecting your energy. And these days, it's hard to keep your energy where it is. It's hard to keep your energy in a good place. People so negative, they ready to tear you down at any little thing. So you cutting people off for your energy and for the protection of your spirit is never a bad thing. So you keep doing that because these people out here like me, I'm a giver. And I can be giving chances. And that shit won't work. People will take them chances and they will run the fuck all over you, okay? So cut them niggas off.
Well, hold on, look, I just want to add this too, because I've been in situations like that too, where I've cursed a person out or cut a person off, and it's like, you could have did more different, right? And in certain instances, yes, no one is allowed to tell you where your breaking point is and what's the limit of your breaking point. But when you realize, like, as you said, maybe you were being too dramatic. In situations where you feel like you go back and take accountability, because sometimes we do let pride get in the way of a relationship that could be helpful, and the situation really doesn't warrant cutting them off or cursing the person out or something like that.
I was talking to someone that said that some things are just better left unsaid for a reason.
I get told I'm being an asshole all the time for my transparency.
Mm-hmm.
What I got it from is because she said she keep having to tell them the same thing over and over, and they keep doing the same shit. That right
Not only that, I think also I became comfortable and just adjust to the fact that I'm okay with being alone. Like I just feel like I got to the point where I feel like I don't need nobody, because whether you here or not, I'm gonna be okay. What are you really doing for me to be like, oh, I need you around? Even if I'm happy with you, I could love you to death, but it's like, if you leave today or tomorrow, how is my life gonna change without you? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I don't stress about people leaving my life, because if you leave me today or tomorrow, I'm still gonna live the same exact lifestyle. So I'm okay with people leaving my life.
Do you feel like that could possibly change later? Because like somebody could come in your life where you would probably feel like, damn, I really don't want this person to leave my life. You know what I'm saying? That's how
I feel like my girlfriend made me kind of change that perception in a way, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm used to people. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not used to people letting me leave, but at the same time, I met a lot of people who just like, all right, bitch, you get the fuck out of here. But with my girl, she don't let me leave at all. Like, she be putting up a fight. And it just made me look at shit differently, because I just feel like, damn, people are allowed to make mistakes. People are humans, and people don't always mean to hurt you intentionally. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I just feel like just because I wouldn't do that to them, that don't mean that they wouldn't accidentally do it to me. You know what I mean? Everybody does. Right. So I always be expecting me out of other people.
You can't.
And I can't always do that.
You can't. But yo, look, y'all.
I can't do that. So she kind of told me that. She's like, well, if you don't like something and I made you feel away unintentionally, tell me and teach me. Don't just be like, oh, fuck out of here. I don't like that shit. I'm like, all right, damn, you right. Especially if you wanted to apologize